on everything I love. Work to the man above, keep it cool, calm, collected. At this point you get the message. Life is hectic, but we gotta keep it rolling, no. Gotta keep it grooving, keep it moving like we stole it, though. Rolling with the punches, giving hits like we are Interscope. Even though I'm clocking, punching in, I'm independent, though. Staying prayed up, ain't nothing gon' phase us. Ain't never gon' let a lame say what they just made up. I never take a pay cut, we getting what we worth in. I never change the blueprint, cause we know it's really working.
Keep on moving,
Moving,
we keep on moving along.
keep it moving, keep it
rolling.
rolling.
No, we ain't slowing it down.
Never slowing down,
Keep
never
on moving,
moving.
we keep on moving along.
Keep it moving, keep it
rolling.
rolling.
No, we ain't
Keep it rolling, keep it
slowing
moving,
it
we
down.
ain't never gonna lose it. Cause we in it for the movement. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. Don't play into their amusement. If we trying, we ain't dying. Never sleep, never, never sleep, never. The moment that you rest your head, they think they can't compete. If you gotta skip steps, then the plan is not complete. Get your reps in, get your reps in, get your. Never rest on a past success. You gotta love what you do if you tryna be the best.
Keep on moving,
Moving,
we keep on moving along.
keep it moving, keep it
rolling.
rolling.
No, we ain't slowing it down.
Never slowing down, never
Keep on moving,
moving.
we keep on moving
Keep it
along.
moving, keep it moving, keep it
rolling.
rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it moving. We ain't never gonna lose it.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Don't look at the past, no, we're not going that way. Oh, now make it last, make it last to the break of day. No matter what people say, live life in a fast lane. Double shot for the gifted, triple shot for the pain. There you go, drink it up, all this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Skates backwards, gives it up to Turia. Turia holds, passes, Morrissey in front, chance, on back and forth, and goal! Alex Gagnon opens the scoring 1-0 for the Red Devils. And boy, that was good.
We saw Morrissey try to go through the legs, but that was more of desperation. This time Gagnon goes through the legs, but Shuck was there for the first one, and then the rebound comes back to his backhand and he taps it back in for a lot.
Into the corner. He's sent to the other side. Loisel to Blair. Blair with a high shot post. And that's iron being kind to the Red Devils.
Now Loisel bringing it up. Fires it off the boards to Darling. Feeds it back to Loisel coming through the middle. Got some speed and a shot. A high block aside, and Loisel with a quick release there, using the Red Devils defenseman as a bit of a screen, and catches Tim Carey off guard and puts that up high on the block aside. And that now evens the score back here.
They keep it in the zone. Beckstead with it, gives up the pass, shot, hits the outside of the net. They try to get it around, they do. And a goal for the Thunder. They take the lead 2-1 on kind of a wraparound rebound chance.
Yeah. I don't know if I saw the exact time on that one, but maybe no more than 5 seconds. But yeah, great, again, first opportunity, great pass across for a one-timer shot, went behind, just missed the net, went behind.
Back to Morrissey. Bull. Again to Morrissey. Morrissey with a quick one, a shot and a goal. Oh, that's pretty. So good. The hands, so sweet. Let's see that one again. 2-2 the score.
Yeah, lovely little back and forward. Bull and Morrissey here, but let's move to the middle. Again, lovely quick movement. Shuck couldn't get us.
Good defense by Blair as well. In front chance. Again, another one kind of through and pinballs. Garrett, tap in, and Gagnon scores on the rebound. 3-2, Red Devils.
Action go here for the packed out crowd here at the Alpine Ice Sports Arena. Rebound comes up to Luke Tappan, fires one in, but again off the pads of Shuck, and none other than the top goal scorer for the Red Devils, Gagnon, sitting there at the doorstep. And
chance for Reese. Reese goes down, and now that's turned to the other side. 2-on-1 coming the other way. Otis with it. Otis on his own, in front once again.
Big save.
Good save there. And that goes, yeah, I think that was, it would have been even Hopkins with a shot. Blocker, everybody held their breath there.
It was open area up on that high block aside, but Shuck did get there.
Goes as far as Brown, goes out of the zone. Haast with it now to Guerin. Guerin walks it in, leaves it behind. Bull walks in, shot, and a goal! Hayden Bull. 4-2 for the Red Devils. And forget about my voice this weekend. It is shot.
There you go. Lovely little set out there by Guerin, just dropping it back to Bull. Picks a spot, low blocker. I think he's rocking a fresh twig this game as well.
Out to Tappan. Gagnon misses on that one. Morrissey gets it back to Gagnon. Passed in front. Bull with a shot. Good chance there as that goes off the blocker. He hit the target there. Morrissey winning that face-off to Haast. Haast cycling, looking for the pass, goes to Gagnon and a shot and a goal. Morrissey with a fakie, and that goes out to Gagnon at the blue line, and that shot found the upper left corner. What a beauty.
Such a quick release from him as well. It doesn't look like he rips it and just rips it. There's not much wind up, not much into that. Uses the flex of that stick nicely.
Goes down. Beckstead looking for the call, not going to get it. Goes the other side, Lazelle with a shot. Rebound in front and a goal! Beckstead knocks one home off the Loisel rebound.
There you go. Thunder indeed answering straight back here. Again, puck control from the Red Devils. Good D-to-D puck movement. Loisel waits a bit as well, gets a shot. Timmy Carey doesn't see it cleanly that way, leaves up a rebound. And
dangerous chance goes by the way, and now Walsh pins it in at the half boards. Goes out and a shot and a goal. Beckstead with another one.
Yeah, Red Devils just not getting the puck out of the zone. They had control there. Unfortunately, Mason Reese there had the puck, a lot of space on the half boards, and he tried to look for a cross ice through the neutral zone puck.
He sends it around, but there's nobody home. Luckily for him, it goes out of the zone. Stegman with it. Goes back to Beckstead.
It was a bit flat here on the blue line.
Beckstead with a shot and a goal. The Thunder have tied it up here with 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go. And that a hattie for him?
That's a hat trick for him. He scored the last 3 goals here for the Thunder. Beckstead here, again, 4-on-4 play, got a little bit of time. He got the chance to build up that speed in the neutral zone.
Bull and Walsh to take that one. Walsh wins it. Goes out to Beckstead. From here, he walks it in. Pass, shot and goal! Why not?
Why not? Stegman there finally gets on the scoreboard tonight. He's been shooting a lot, but again, lovely play by Beckstead. If he's not scoring them, he's setting them up. Makes a wee fake move, lovely backhand dish across the seam. Red Devils don't have any players there or sticks to stop that passing lane, and good turnover.
Good turnover there by Gagnon. Gagnon with a pass, Tappan with a shot, glove save. Just as Carey was getting off the ice, they were about to set up for that 6-on-5. For a moment, but it's Audis is going to bounce it off that's just going to do it. Beckstead's going to get home. Oh, and he takes the big slapper. That usually causes some discussions afterwards. Well, we've seen that in the NHL discussed several times.
There's good composure there. Well, the Red Devils maybe not to actually respond to that one as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. Again, chance you take when you pull the goalie to try to win a face-off, keep the puck in the offensive zone here, and
that's going to go out to neutral. Stegman with a low one, hits a skate, and that ends the proceedings today. The Dunedin Thunder putting 5 up in a
Building a second dwelling can get complicated pretty quickly. Between the noise, builders, and delays, it's stressful. Expanders are delivered as a finished unit, ready to be set up on your land in a single day. Want to check the quality? Come in, have a cuppa, and book a viewing at the warehouse.
The Red Devils would like to thank Expanders, quality portable and expandable buildings designed for New Zealand conditions. Precision built off-site, delivered ready to use, and transforming on-site. Real space without a full build. Tappan Logistics, proud Christchurch partners of the Red Devils. When your freight has to move, the team at Tappan gets it where it needs to be on time. Happy Scrappy, privately owned, family-run, and New Zealand's largest recycler of used automotive batteries. Competitive pricing, friendly service, and a skip and bin service across the Canterbury region. 80 years on Blenheim Road. Beckford Sports Medicine, keeping you active. From backyard cricketers to elite athletes, Beckford specializes in the diagnosis, management, and prevention of sports and musculoskeletal injuries. Performance Plus Physio, a team of professional physios in Addington and Wigram dedicated to excellence in physical therapy. ACC accredited, no GP referral required. Reform Radiology, advanced diagnostic imaging in Central Christchurch. X-ray, MRI, CT, and the South Island's first private nuclear medicine service across 2 clinics on Antigua and Kilmore Streets. Futaporo, awesome accountants where business success meets championship spirit. Since 1993, Futaporo has brought grit, strategy, and teamwork to clients across Aotearoa. Get on the team, play to win.
Skating's only part of it. Alpine ice.
Kia ora koutou. Welcome everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez here with Dan Nichols, and it is game 2 of the weekend series here between the Dunedin Thunder and the Canterbury Red Devils. Welcome, Dan.
Thank you, Matt. Good to be back here for game 2. An exciting one yesterday, wasn't it?
Well, exciting, but not what we were looking for if you're a Red Devils fan. If you were a Thunder fan, and I know there are a lot of people from Dunedin following this particular stream, you probably had a wonderful evening the way that finished.
Yeah. Or if you're a neutral fan, you got 12 goals out of it.
That was a good one, yes. But it did not go the way the home crowd would have wanted to in that case. The Red Devils up 5-2 early in the third period and ending up losing 7-5. Not the way you wanted to tackle the playoff chase, but nonetheless, Botany Swarm did them a favor and also dropped their game 3-0 to the Admirals. Tell you what, actually, Chris, do you have the standings down there? We can take a look at that. And, before we get to the keys, there it is. So, last night 3-0 was the score for the Admirals, jumping up and staying with the Thunder points even, as they both have 18 and they both have 6 wins. And then the Swarm, like I said, doing the Red Devils a favor by staying on 10. Now, you had mentioned the key stat about the entire league being lots of splits.
Yes, indeed. So 8 out of the 12 weekends so far leading into this weekend have been split weekends, and only 2 of the 12 series had been a clean sweep, 6 points to one team. So we're poised here today, and will we see that trend continue of split weekends? Again, if you're a Canterbury Red Devils fan, you'll be definitely going for that. And if we happen to have any Swarm fans listening in on this one as well, they'll be going for wanting a split weekend as well for them. But as it's shaping up at the moment, we've still got a few games to go, and Red Devils still will go play to the Sky City Stampede. But the last round could be the really critical one, the way things are starting to shape up. Still visiting, but Red Devils play the Swarm in one of their last rounds, so that could be almost a playoff for that 4th spot to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
A little bit early to say that's going to happen, but that may be how it could shape up.
Yeah, I didn't want to go too far into scenarios yet because Botany has 7 games left, so there's a lot of time left. They have half their season to go, but it does look like it's shaping up that way. So let's go back to your keys of the series and see how that went for yesterday.
Yeah, so transition. It was all right. Most of the time they were getting a little bit of the puck down there. They were getting set up in the zones, but there were still some errors. There was still some turnovers, some soft turnovers, which in the third period unfortunately led to the goals against, and the Thunder came back for that. Discipline as well. Look, they had 6 penalty minutes yesterday, so 3 power play opportunities for the Thunder, but they scored on 2 of them.
Yep.
And they scored on a 4-on-4 scenario as well. So discipline was reasonable, but
could be better.
It could be better. Ideally 0 penalty minutes, right?
Sure.
And again, one of them as well was more of a lapse of concentration or thought from a player covering the hand on the puck penalty in the third period with 4 or 5 minutes to go. You're leading by a goal at that point.
And on the power play.
Yeah, and so that did not help the Red Devils' cause. Depth in scoring, most of the goals coming through Gagnon there yesterday, but Haydenbull contributed as well, and Morrissey.
Yeah, and just to call it out, Alex Gagnon is the leading goal scorer in the league by 3 goals at this point. So no slouch there when it comes to scoring. No. But it does help if the others pick up a little bit. Yep,
indeed. And then if we go to the Thunder's keys to the series, again, special teams mentioned, power play 2 out of 3 there, so they're, I think, up at about 30% now success rate on their power play. Big minutes, well, I think we'll see in a little bit again. Their import players and their top line were logging again large minutes, so again, they just need to be able to back that up tonight. 2 halves today will be the decider of that one if they can put 2 wins on the board for the first time this season. And the rink, look, I mentioned it during the commentary yesterday that they were still making the offensive zone look quite large with timing, passing, D-to-D, getting a lot of shots from the point, so didn't seem to cause them too many issues.
I know that they were discussing, the Red Devils locker room was definitely discussing the D-to-D passing in the offensive zone. That will be key for them to shut down today because Stegman had far too much time at the right point with possession and they need to shut that down.
Indeed.
So let's move on to the, you were talking about the time on the ice. If we can quickly look at the Red Devils forwards, Chris, if you can pop that one up. There we go. So Gagnon did over 30 minutes of work yesterday. Fabian Haast obviously pretty close to that. Morrissey as well. Pretty normal stuff. And if you look at the defense, this is where it's going to actually play into today's contest with, it'll be a little bit different because of an injury.
Yes, so Caleb Hart's unfortunately will be missing today's game. Yesterday, I think he said it was early on in the first period, he took a Stegman shot to the hand, and he's had a scan on it last night, and it has ended up breaking a finger. So he's not dressing tonight, Caleb Hart. So I believe they've got a young player, Shamil Dodov, lining up there. Otherwise, they might see a little bit of rotation through some of their other players to fill in that sort of third D pairing there. So again, a bit more time pressure going on the others.
And let's take a look at the Dunedin forwards here. Like you were saying, lots of time on these guys.
Yeah, indeed. Again, the top players there. Beckstead, we saw him out again. He had 4 goals yesterday for his efforts. Ordis, Eden, or Sybil, their new player Walsh as well, getting some good ice time there. And spotting out. But again, you know, third line or third line, they're still getting some good minutes to balance that out as well. But if you switch to the defenseman for the Thunder,
yeah, that's a little bit of a different story there.
It is indeed, and we can see there the two import defensemen, Stegman and Loisel, definitely dominating the minutes. And again, as long as they can sustain that and manage that, like they create scoring opportunities and chances for their team. So, yeah, again, if you're the Red Devils, you want to probably try and over the weekend grind them down, get them tired, see if you can capitalise on that if they do get tired towards the end of this game. Yeah,
Stegman and Loisel both in the top 10 in scoring, mostly due to assists. I mean, Stegman's got a lot of goals as well. And then you put Beckstead on top of that, and you have a 1-2-3 punch out of the Thunder there. And it showed up yesterday.
Indeed. And yeah, if you look at the league top scoring, Stegman, Gagnon, Beckstead, they're all up the top. Loisel, they're all up in the top 5. I believe there with still the Stampede player Connor Jean there is 1 point ahead at the moment, but that may change this weekend.
It might indeed, because he's not playing.
He's not playing. They're on a bye.
Yeah, so we'll explain what's going on here. We've got a little bit of a ceremony, and this one's an important one for the Red Devils, as Mason Reese is going to be skating in his 100th NZIHL regular season game today. So they're going to give him a little bit of a speech in the video. We'll show the video here in just a minute, and then we'll get back to talking about a couple of other things. Maybe we'll get to those expected goals and how yesterday went if we get time a little bit later. But in the meantime, they're saying nice things about Mason at the moment. He's
been a player that's been around for the Red Devils squad. He's been a gritty contributor. He's always a player that will go 100% at any puck, whether it's in the offensive zone or defensive zone or neutral zone. He is going at it. He's probably a player that most teams don't really want to be on the other side, in terms of he tries to get under your skin and cause a little bit of mischief that way. But yeah, when he's on the ice, whether he's come off a long shift and he needs to go back out there as coach, he's just commitment and puts in, all the work and effort. Yeah,
I think the word commitment really fits for Mason, because every time you see him out, he doesn't take a single shift off. When he's out there and he's going. And yesterday he actually had quite the contribution to actually just make sure that spot was just kind of filled with no real mistakes yesterday. It was really important, and I think he played a pretty big contribution in the second period. And we'll see where that goes today because of the Hans injury. That may bring him a little bit more time on the ice.
Indeed, he's got a little bit of utility to him as well. So we might see him feature in a couple of positions today. Depends on what Coach Purpose sees out there and sees what the team needs. So you'll just see him now here getting his ceremonial 100-game thing. So we'll have a wee look at his video here.
Yeah, there we go.
As it goes across here, and obviously where it started back in the day there for him. He goes up, but I've seen him commit many of hard shifts here for the Red Devils. And I had my playing helmet on as well. Yeah, you could tell at the end of the game that he'd drained all of his energy tank in the game. So.
they get ready, there is one bit of news here. The Red Devils have generally this season alternated goaltenders. The Thunder aren't alternating goaltenders again. They have Moore out today, which will be interesting to see how he goes, given that Chuck had a pretty good game. But it is Tim Carey going again, I believe, due to an illness. It was a go ahead and go again.
Yep.
And, you know, we were talking about how he played yesterday. I think you and I both agreed he actually had a pretty good game for a lot of that 60 minutes and kept them in, especially in the second period. He was standing on his head.
I think probably in recent memory, again, probably one of his better games. He saved his teammates a number of times in that second period with odd man and breakaway chances against him. And it was, pretty reasonable. I don't think there was too many clean shots that got past him. There was some in traffic and a couple of rebounds, but overall he had, again, a pretty solid game. Just unfortunately in that third period as well, and might get to it at some point, but just a few things happening out for the 5 players around him that sort of contributed to the Thunder's chances. So.
All right, so we have a score bug today. We have 5-on-5 ready to go, and here we go. We open the action here in the first period at the Alpine Ice, and it is Audis throwing the puck in, and Tappan sending it around the boards. Beckstead getting it back, and right away, the Thunder doing their best to get pucks out of the corners, which they did pretty well yesterday. Now Morrissey has it. Morrissey leaves it forward. Now he's going to come in offside.
Onside, it was deemed.
It was indeed, as it was tipped away. That goes to Morrissey, and taken away, collected by Tappan. First changes for the Thunder as a couple go over the boards. They pass it forward to the blue line. Gagnon up the right side, holds at the corner. Herring doing a good job keeping the puck away from him. Now Haast having his stick pulled away from him a little bit. Red Devils continue to control. That pass goes out to Guerin, but he can't control it as the Thunder get in the way of that passing lane, and now Lewis skates around and gains the zone. Reese, the aforementioned Reese, getting first contact there and causing the defense to win that puck battle. And now Wilson had to go collect it, and now it's Orr. Joe Orr comes in the right side, skates in, they back off, but that puck gets knocked away in the middle of the ice. And now Guerin has the puck, and they look to move it out. Flipped out, it only goes halfway. Orr comes back in, 1-on-3. That shot's deflected, it goes behind the net. And now Guerin steps in and tries to get the pass out. A little bit too spicy as he was trying to go across the ice. And now Reese has it, goes behind to Brown. That's taken off him by Orr. Brown having some trouble in the corner there. Bull doubles up on that, and now Guerin has it. That's flipped high and a little too high. The lob wedge hits the roof.
It does indeed. And so just some slight different forward combinations I saw starting there to start the game. So we'll just see if that continues. The Red Devils have their 3 import players lined up to start with, and there was a little change up on the Thunder side. Again, Walsh was up with Beckstead and Audis, I believe. So just slight changes from yesterday.
And now Gallagher to take this against Barry. Barry wins it. Tappan gets it to Higgins. Higgins scores! Moore not ready for that 5-hole shot from the point, and he will want that one back. 1-0 the score, Red Devils up.
Yeah, look, just Higgins coming in. He looks over, sees Harry Lowe on that far side. He's really just throwing that in maybe for a rebound to pop out far side for Harry to skate on. And again, maybe good things happen sometimes when you throw pucks towards that net. And yeah, he probably catches more off. Moore just doesn't get down cleanly there to close the 5-hole off. And so that's first shot for the Red Devils, and they take the goal. So they're just sorting out here. Thunder a bit late on their line change there after that goal, so they're just making sure that the right people are out there for it.
Yeah,
I think that's an early one here for the Red Devils.
The line changes were a bit of a problem for the Thunder yesterday. They didn't get any delays of game, but they came very close, so not surprised that there's not much tolerance today. Now Blair has it behind the net, looking to get it to Beckstead. He does that. Pass to the center of the ice. Route holding up. Route going cross ice. Beckstead throwing it low. Deflection not on target. First time we see Rain Walsh touched the puck. Now it goes off Stegman. Haas can't hold on to it. Tappan's going to collect it. Tappan skates backwards. Pass to Haas, held in at the zone, and now Haas holds. 2 changes for the Red Devils. Haas continues to skate, now passes it back to Tappan. Tappan looking to set up the offense. Bull skating around, using that goal as an extra player there, but that's given up, and Beckstead gets a sitter. The Red Devils also not ready for this one today. 1-1 the score.
I think that was a early childhood book that Cole Bexley got to read there. Unfortunately, that was a telegraphed pass through the cross zone, through your neutral zone breakout pass there by Tappan, and you can see Bexley's eyes light up, step in, blocks it down, and as we saw yesterday, is pretty accurate on his shooting.
He is indeed, especially from that location. So I think the silence in the crowd says it all. Everybody's kind of wondering what's going on here, but it's 1-1, and that's a quick 3 minutes.
It's quick 3 minutes, but that's one that we saw yesterday in the third period, an unforced error from the Red Devils that leads to that prime opportunity.
I think that was touched by a player here, so we're going to get a stop and play. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like again, those things, you know, in an ideal world, you eliminate them from the game or minimize them, especially after you just scored a goal and you go, you know, any time passing diagonally through your defensive zone on a breakout pass is risky. And again, sometimes you might just have to do the safer option, even if it does sacrifice some control.
Guerin throwing it in, goes into the corner. Good bounce there. Moore plays it aside. Now Lewis. And then it's Orr passing it forward. Lozelle with it. Lozelle trying to get it in front to Lewis, but that's stopped by some skates and some good skating there by Brown, but he gets the puck taken away from him and he gets it back just in time. Guerin gets it out of the zone. That would have been offsides. Eden lets it go. Low with it. J-Lo with the pass. This one's flipped out and not into the ceiling. Lozelle gets it, and the Thunder look to set up their offense. Pass forward, goes past Darling, and it's Turio with it. Turio leaves it behind. Goes into the corner. Hit there by Lowe. And now Gagnon passes it to Morrissey. Morrissey looking to get it up to Haas. Haas at the blue line, gains the zone, looking for a pass. Gives it up to Gagnon. Shot! And that low shot was headed 5-hole as well, but a good stop there by Moore.
Probably might not have been on camera, but Haas did a lovely little move on the. You probably see it a little bit on this camera, but his move in the blue line, in the neutral zone there. He was already in space, but to generate speed to get the space, to then Morrissey hit him, and so he had that space going in.
It's always one of the things I see with the import players. They are good at skating.
Yeah.
Shot that goes just over. Higgins looking for a second quickly. I mean, why not? Just throw it in there at this point. Dump and chase, that's Reese throwing it in. Audis with a long one to Beckstead. Red line to blue line here. And that's Walsh up the left shot, and that's off the side netting. He gets it back himself, goes out to Beckstead at the point. Blue line pass, Stegman shot, one-timer, and a glove save by Carey.
Probably the first of a few shots Stegman will get away tonight. As we saw yesterday, he's got a great one-timer in release. Again, that sort of movement across the blue line there from the D to D passes. They rotate the puck up and across. Creates a good shooting chance, but Tim Carey seeing that one.
Yeah, and that was the key there, is Carey saw that for the distance, as that was headed to the high portion of the net. And that one was, I think, an icing call, but
Haas trying to protest that he was going to beat him there, but you got to be cleanly ahead here. Any 50-50 should go in the favour of the defending team.
And it was close. And it'll be Walsh to take this one as the top lines go again. On the defensive side, Red Devils win this one. It's Tappan with it going around the net. He gets it taken off him by Audis. Sent behind, Rain Walsh trying to pick that one up. Goes as far as Stegman. Morrissey has it, flips it out. It goes off the boards. We got to chase this one down. Audis, and it's taken away by Haast. He flips it into the slot, but nobody's home there. And now they've got a 4-on-3 if they go quickly. Thunder coming in the zone. Move to the side. Audis with a tough angle shot. He gives it up. Gagnon with it. Thunder going for a small change. One player. They gain the zone. Shot at an angle. Now Guerin holds it in at the blue line. Stays in with Gagnon. He flips it behind the net. Haast in the corner. Haast taken out of the play. Thunder with it. Stays in. Chopped away. Guerin not able to control it, but disrupts the Thunder just enough. And that's going to go into Brown. He reverses course, and the puck comes out. Gagnon with it. Gagnon held up by Orr. Sent around. Goes off a linesman. Funny bounce, and the Thunder handle it okay. Going back cross ice, Eden picks it up. Leaves it to Orr. To Lewis. Shot. And kind of a shooting exercise there. That was 2 drop passes in a row.
Yeah, indeed, but creating space in that offensive zone as they're bringing the puck in. And I think, again, flashing my mind back to yesterday, I don't think we saw Red Devils creating too many attacking zone chances. Their goals came from a little bit of established play or working the puck in close and then that. But any of that zone entry into a scoring chance was quite low. So Thunder doing well there.
It's another face-off win by the Red Devils, and then the puck gets taken off of them in that defensive zone. That's the forecheck we were looking at as well. It changed the tone of the game. Bull with it, sends it to the other side. Guerin gets taken out by Boniface, or sends it back behind the net, and it'll be Hopkins in the corner. He sends it behind to Brown. And Brown looks to move it out, puts Orr on the wrong side of the net, gets double teamed there, and that goes as far as Boniface, but then it's picked up by Turia. Turia goes into the boards there, and then that comes out the long way on target. Lowe's going to get to it. And there's Tappan. Tappan with another giveaway right in front. Shot. Good save. Two saves there by Carey. But that is some, honestly, sloppy play by Tappan today.
Yeah, seems like he's either just not seeing things as quickly as he needs to be seen out there and a bit slow to make decisions. But I was even saying that, say Brown, it looks like they're just trying to force too many passes through the neutral zone. If you're defending, you get the puck behind the net. If you've got no clean butt, you need to get your feet moving, start generating some speed. And if you can't, again, you probably got to go the safe option, boards and out, just to play it up to the neutral zone and hope your player can skate onto it.
And at this point, you can see that the Thunder are ready to jump into lanes because that's where they know the puck is going to go. So they feel like they can gamble a little bit because they've been winning so far. Thunder hold on to it. It stays in the zone still, but that's caught by Tappan. He circles back, goes behind the net. Circles back again. There's that 2-person forecheck that we were talking about. Beckstead coming up as a third, and that's the interception there by Rout. Now Tappan trying to control it. Goes to the corner. And Lowe gets it past Gallagher. Thunder bring it back in, and here comes Tappan. Beckstead on his belly for a moment there. Didn't see what happened there, Dan. Did you catch that?
I did not either, but there's no calls on the plate.
And Beckstead brings it in, looking for a pass. He gets it. Audis in front. Big save by Carey. Once again, a defensive lapse causing the Red Devils all sorts of problems here, and yet another good chance in a good location. Look at where this is at, the slot here. This is Tim Carey just once again.
Solid again. He saw it yesterday. He was very good on the sort of one-on-one chance, or one-on-none chances, one-on-one with the goalie, I guess.
Yep.
Chances. So he started off well strong there, but again,
there's only so many breakaways he can stop. That's, just mathematically.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, if anything, the Thunder be disappointed how many breakaways they have not completed.
Yeah. And again, talking to a few Thunder players before this game, they did acknowledge Carey did have a pretty standout performance yesterday that took away some high-scoring chances.
Beckstead again at center ice. He gets that away. Stegman circles. Passes to the point. Walsh. And that's taken off of his stick by good work there defensively by Reese. Gagnon has to let that one go in traffic. Now Stegman walks it in. Skates forward, looks for the pass in front. Eden was there. Reese found that lane though and caused enough to get in the way of that shot. Another one through the slot. Eden can't do it. Stick lifted. Stegman sending it around the glass. And now Reese picks it up off the half boards. Sent back in, nearly deflected. Eden with a chance there. And that does get out of the zone and collected just as quickly by Wilson, dumped right back in. Just absolutely no respite for the Red Devils, and that is, that was offsides, right?
Offside, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a delayed offside, but not hearing the yells from the linesman was Lois there, and call it down and get a reset. So 10 minutes gone here. It's a 1-1 game. Red Devils got up quite early with a little bit of a fortunate shot, but you make your own luck there, but quite quickly answered back by, easy read by Beckstead from a pass through the middle. So we are tied up.
And now the puck goes to the Red Devils. Guerin has it. And now Darling. Chucked in by Rout. 2 on the defense there for the Red Devils, getting that puck away. And that is a boarding call coming up. That is not a good look. Didn't catch who it was. It's down. Do we know?
It's Turia's down.
It's Turia.
Yeah.
He goes into the board quickly. It's going to be 6-on-5 for the moment. Gagnon skating this one. And I think because it went behind the net and there wasn't any positive play there.
Looking for the player now, the welfare of the player, so they'll blow that down with Red Devils weren't really in a scoring chance being behind your own net, so
it'll be the captain, Regan Wilson, going off for...
I think he's just going to have a chat.
Oh, was he going to have the chat? No, it was Rout then.
Got a feeling it was Darling.
Oh, okay. Well, he's on the bench, is he not?
Yeah, he did go change up after making the hit, but
he just wanted to get a refreshment in before he has to go sit?
Yeah.
So, reasonable. Okay. Well, we'll let the housekeeping
most
happen.
players aren't really in a hurry to go to the penalty box either, so you wait until you're officially asked to go and have a seat before you really make any effort to go that way. So,
and there he goes. Off to the sin bin goes Darling. Tristan's going to sit probably for 2 minutes, but we will find out if that's upgraded. Yeah. Turia coming off the ice now. He's
that's lower body injury potentially.
Yeah, his left side's not got any weight on it, and he also kind of just ran into the boards face first. That's not a pleasant situation. So it looks like he's just going to be helped off the ice. And probably unlikely to come back at least for this period, the way it looks. We'll keep an eye on that.
We'll keep an eye on him, and we'll just wait to see what's the official determination of any penalty here. But I think it does seem to be Darling who is already now sitting in the box. But again, power plays yesterday for Red Devils were also productive. They had 2 goals on 6 opportunities, so contributing well. And I think they're at about 25% now in the season on their power play opportunities. So again, they've got that firepower through their import players and tapping up top as well. So they'll, it's not ever ideal to see a teammate be injured. They'll look to try and capitalise now on the power play opportunity.
And it is 2 minutes for boarding. So, Chris, while you're down there, do you have the that face-offs graphic? The Red Devils have been winning a lot of the face-offs here. Let's see if we have that there. There you go. That was yesterday's game. Usually it's a benefit to the Red Devils, but yesterday they did a really good job on the Thunder did a really good job evening that out. Thank you, Chris. That was something to watch today. I thought was going to be pretty important, along with those blue line passes. It is listed as 2 minutes. It's just 5-on-4 here. And we will get underway with the power play. Gagnon with it, wins it. Now Haast at the point, gets it taken away. Otis throws it the length of the ice.
That's what we saw yesterday, the aggressive penalty kill, and we'll start off again, Thunder with it.
Yeah, now they didn't score on the penalty kill, but they did score on a 4-on-4 that was from one. So there you go. Haast bringing it in. He skates back, goes across the line, and that one's taken away from Gagnon as it hit his skate. Otis dumps and chases. And there's Tappan with the puck. Tappan leaves it behind. Gagnon on the left, gains the zone, looks to turn. They're a little bit tentative to double team him as they had been. And now they left him alone on that left side. The puck stays in. Tappan keeps it at the blue line. And that one goes up into the netting. Thunder killing some good penalty time there. We're down to 1:05 already.
Yeah, Red Devils unable to get set up there, and even just off that first face-off, I think it was Lewis, potentially Ortis, was straight out to the Red Devils point player Haast and takes the puck off him and disrupts that attacking face-off. So
we'll see if they can get it going here with Morrissey at the dot. And we get a warning. They drop the puck. Haast. Gagnon shot into the gear. It's a rebound. They scramble in front, but it is Moore stopping the puck and getting a face-off.
Just wasn't quite in Gagnon's wheelhouse there for a good one-timer. He still manages to get a shot on it and a shot on target, and obviously a rebound to them, but just was just a little bit in his feet, a bit too much there. And he just didn't quite have as much power, or maybe trying to go upstairs.
And now Morrissey again wins it. Out to Gagnon. Passes to Haast. A little too hot for him there. Back to Gagnon. Blue line goes low. Shot off the side there. I don't think Moore got that one, but we'll see. Goes to Gagnon. And his pass is stopped at the skates. And now Morrissey has it. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Haast quarterbacking here. Change for the Thunder. Haast brings it in the zone. Leaves it. Haast taking off his skates there.
Yeah, Loisel making his physical presence known.
Gagnon's pass tipped away. Tappan's going to collect it, but it's all the way back in the corner.
And then 10 seconds to go, so.
And they move out with that two-person forecheck again. That two guys going there, and it allows, oh, that's offsides just, but I was just going to say, that was one of their more effective tools. To do that on the penalty kill is kind of gutsy because it gives up a 3-on-2. That was what was developing, but it went offsides.
Indeed, and again, we saw probably that top line for the Red Devils on that power play unit soaking up pretty much all of those 2 minutes. Again, second or third time they've done a late change here. They must get a few warnings.
Lots of warnings.
Yeah.
Stegman stays out. And that's going to go again.
Face-off violation, I believe, on the Thunder that time. So, again, maybe and now they're trying to do they just changed the player on a face-off violation. So, anyway.
And that's another one.
Red Devils side.
Well, they're just not getting anything clean here. Just the flow of the game is very stop-start today. Otis sending it around. And goes past Darling. Gallagher's going to get it. Goes across the ice to Reese. Reese bounces it off the wall. Higgins in the back corner. Back to Reese. Reese skates it. Now passes it. Gallagher can't hold on to it. Tips it. Oh, that's intercepted there. Low with a shot. He pays the price, but that was a good one off of Moore. That shot goes off Wilson from Brown. Brown gets it back. Another shot, and nearly deflected in by Max Herring there. Yeah. Herring he looked like he was trying to tip that one in.
He did. I actually think it had a better chance of going if it wasn't tipped. I think he might have actually saved a potential goal there, just the way it was shaping up. But, it's, again, go down. The scoreboard won't move on that one.
No, and they are still waiting on this face-off. See if everybody's ready to go this time. Morrissey to take that one for the Red Devils. And the hush in the building. It just doesn't feel like everything's going yet. They kind of everything waiting to blow the roof off this thing and they can get the offense going like they did yesterday. Haast with it. Half boards. Leaves it to Brown. Brown skates it forward. Goes through the crease, nobody there. Thunder with a 4-on-3 if they go quick, and they don't. They hold up a little bit at the blue line there. Haast with a nearly intercepted by Beckstead as he hunts right in that slot area every time. Gagnon with a good move, goes past two people. Comes through, he's held up, shot! And that goes just outside as he was directed outside the slot, and that was good defense there by the Thunder. They were offside, so the Red Devils touch up. Thunder had the puck. Long pass forward, that will go as far as Carey.
Plays the puck, so it nullifies the icing.
Now, I'm not sure if he was positive on that one, but low with it. You never know, you can catch them on a change when they try to do that, sometimes.
So we're gonna have everyone in sync on that one.
Bull getting it in the zone. J-Lo goes behind to Guerin. Guerin holds up the half boards, passes to Bull. Bull the shot, that's blocked as it goes in. Dadov with the defensive play there. There he is with the puck. No nameplate there, he's on 42. Guerin sidesteps a check. And it's Thomas not able to pull the trigger on that one. I think he was kind of shoulder checked and couldn't get anything on that chance. And they play it halfway out. And it's Orr moving it through up to Lewis. Good pass. Lewis takes a shot high and to the left. Hits the glass and stays in, but it's kicked out. It was low with a good play there. He dumps and chases. Some changes for the Red Devils as they go out with Gallagher and Higgins. And a good hit by Harry Lowe there. He is just charged up lately, playing really well.
There's another one of those Energizer bunnies. You wind up and put the batteries in and he will go and go.
Boniface with it. Yeah, he had a long-term injury that he's come back from. That's really good to see. Lizelle outside of the zone. We'll talk about that in a bit. That was shot in. And we're going to get the cover with Barry coming in.
Yeah, indeed. Harry has missed a bit of time with various injuries, and some concussions as well, and some, I think, hand injury as well that has done. But I think body's been intact so far this season. May that continue.
Well, and I also wanted to say, how sharply dressed is that guy? I mean, when he comes in, he's looking good. So there you go. You got to continue that tradition there, sir. Beckstead with it. Beckstead across the blue line to Stegman. Stegman closed down this time. And that goes as far as Blair. He dumps it low. Walsh gets it. Walsh goes into the crease. Bounced out. Blair with it. Blair gets a stick lifted. The puck goes nowhere. And Gallagher moves it out. He takes it out of the zone but gives it up. Audis skating back. Audis with the pass to Beckstead. Beckstead comes in on side, gives it to Walsh on the other side. Walsh goes into the boards. Around to Beckstead at the point. And there's Morrissey. Good move there. Gagnon has a one-on-one here. Leaves it behind for Morrissey. Morrissey tried to pass it to Gagnon. He couldn't connect. Good defense there by the Thunder, but it's turned over quickly. Morrissey had a chance there. Gagnon sees the puck go by him. And that's sent deep. Thunder with it. They flip and go for the long one. Effective there. It goes to Reese. Goes in the zone for a moment. Reese with a good hit there. That's dumped in and will go off the back wall. But the Thunder have it. They get it back. And it is a setup time. Who's got that? Is that Stegman back there?
It is.
Playing quarterback. 3 deep, but 2 on the press for the Red Devils, and it's going to work. Bull gets in front of that pass, but he goes past Eden, and Eden ends up with the puck in front or with a slot chance again. He's off target, and once again, the defense doesn't quite close down, and they get away with it. That one's going to go for an icing. Carey not playing that puck, and we get a stop and play.
Just over 2 minutes to go here. And again, just maybe the pace came out of the game a little bit there in the last bit as they were trying to make a bit more composed and controlled movements up the ice. And again, Thunder got a couple of good hands back there with Stegman and Loisel to sort of quarterback some things up the play. We saw yesterday one of Loisel's goal was he started the play from the back end and ended up scoring.
Bull with a chance. He walks through on that face-off, and that just goes a touch high. Caught Moore off guard there a little bit. And that stays in the corner. Loisel throwing it around. In front chance. Gagnon get a shot. Now it's 2-on-2. Eden skating hard. Passes it. Lewis with his shot. And Lewis can't get that anywhere near the edge of the goal. Hits the middle of the gear for carry. The rebound happens, but now the Red Devils control it. Good control after that 2-on-2 developed. Lozelle brings it in. Tappan stops it for a moment. Now in front, Eden couldn't pull the trigger. Once again going across the ice. Now to Blair. Shot deflected off his own player.
Turia's back out there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Turia's doing better. Probably trying to get one shift in before the intermission. That's good news because the Red Devils can't afford to lose too many more players and keep the lines reasonably similar. Goes around to Guerin. He flips it out. No call there for icing. Blair's got it for a moment. Higgins digging. It's gonna go around the boards. Barry brings it in. Barry looking, another pass into the crease there, but this time Lowe was right on his player. Out to Stegman high. Beckstead gives it back. Shot. One-timer off either the glove or the helmet. And that comes back out. Stegman with it. Gallagher's down. He's going to jump back up, though. And now Beckstead passing it to Stegman. Brown with the defense there along with Hopkins. Walsh digging it out. Walsh in front. Beckstead cycles. 25 seconds to go. Shot. Tough angle shot there. Kicked back by Walsh. In front, shot and a goal.
That's Walsh for his first one in the NZIHL. Lovely little feed from Stegman behind the net, and Red Devils just not staying on their man in front, marking up.
Yeah, there's Brown in front, and then you get the held stick. And then right here, that chop, and then the pass comes out of there. That's exactly what it is. They had the personnel there, didn't they?
They had the players there, but just not taking responsibility for the area or the man, or not being ready enough. And yeah, good feed from Stegman out to Brown. But again, Thunder have been building time and pressure in the zone. You know, I think most of the momentum here in this first has been probably in favor of the Thunder.
I would agree with that. You can't leave that possession in there, and then, you know, it's not going to be good every single time. So that's when the numbers kind of work out for you as the Thunder keep having those chances behind the net. And played with a high stick, apparently. Eden not happy about it, but gets up over the shoulders.
Can't be happy with everything.
No, and he rarely is.
Yeah.
But that's Chris. Another spark plug, if you will.
Yeah.
That was a good stat yesterday. I thought it was interesting. He had all those points, but he stayed off the score sheet yesterday.
He did. He was a 0-pointer yesterday, and he's averaging 1.92 points per game across 265 games. So, and then you say he's a bit of a spark plug as well. He's also had 445 penalty minutes in his career.
Shot, and Moore holds on to it. They're not giving him the face-off. Morrissey gets close enough. They're just waiting. I think they wanted to let the horn go on that, and that is the first period.
Whether it's a manual horn or whatever, it seems to run a little bit late there. That's probably why. But yeah, anyway, we've wind up the end of that first period, but Dunedin Thunder will take the lead going into the break with a 2-1 lead here. But Red Devils started off with a fortuitous goal through Higgins from almost, I'd say, a dump in for a rebound for his teammates going to the far post. Managed to sneak through the 5-hole of Moore, which put them up, but they were straight back. The Thunder were straight back after.
Yeah, this is one where I think the Red Devils are fortunate again because it's 2-1. But being 2-1, it felt like the Thunder had control of that period almost all the way through. The only thing they had for the goal was that one fortunate bounce that gets through Moore. Outside of that, I think they're pretty fortunate to only be down by 1.
Yeah, exactly. I think time and position was well in the favour of the Dunedin Thunder, and they were getting chances and control of the puck in the zone. As we now have Toby Shuck joining us for the intermission. Being a big man, we need to change the camera angle. There we go.
There we go. You got it.
We bring it up, and thanks for joining us, Toby. Yesterday, you got the win as the goalie. You're backing up tonight. You get quite a unique perspective as the backup goalie. What are you seeing so far in the first period?
Yeah, it's a pretty close game, eh? Like the Christchurch guys always bring it, and definitely an awesome team this year they are. So it's been good. It's close. It's tight. So no, it's a good game.
And a couple of the import players there this year, they got some pretty good shots on them. How does that go in practice for you?
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Stiggy and Sam, yeah, their shots are they're rockets, eh? So I try to stay out of the net when they're shooting, so it's all good.
Nice. And I made a comment yesterday, Toby, that you were part of the first ever championship winning team in the NZIHL. But then what's changed since the first win to now?
I suppose age. Yeah, that was 22 years ago. So yeah, but just the level of plays just got better. You know, like with all the imports we get in, like when we first started, we didn't really have that. You know, so now it's just picked up the game, and the crowds are huge now as well. You know, like we used to play in front of sort of 50 people, and now it's 500-600 people. So it's just good. Like it's good following, and yeah, it's changed a bit. It's good.
Nice. So well, and what do you think the message will be to the team going into the second period here?
Just keep it calm. You know, like just do what we need to do. We know what we need to do, so just play it cool, and hopefully the goals will come.
Perfect. Well, thanks very much for Toby joining us, Toby, and hope the gates keep opening smoothly in the second period here.
I'll try my best.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. See ya.
There you go, Toby Shark of the Dunedin Thunder. He got the win credited there yesterday. Yeah, it's a 2-1 lead to the Dunedin Thunder here as we have our first intermission break, and we'll be back in 8-ish minutes.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody.
Building a second dwelling can get complicated pretty quickly. Between the noise, builders, and delays, it's stressful. Expanders are delivered as a finished unit, ready to be set up on your land in a single day. Want to check the quality? Come in, have a cuppa, and book a viewing at the warehouse.
The Red Devils would like to thank Expanders, quality portable and expandable buildings designed for New Zealand conditions. Precision built off-site, delivered ready to use, and transforming on-site. Real space without a full build. Tappan Logistics, proud Christchurch partners of the Red Devils. When your freight has to move, the team at Tappan gets it where it needs to be on time. Happy Scrappy, privately owned, family run, and New Zealand's largest recycler of used automotive batteries. Competitive pricing, friendly service, and a skip and bin service across the Canterbury region. 80 years on Blenheim Road. Beckford Sports Medicine, keeping you active. From backyard cricketers to elite athletes, Beckford specializes in the diagnosis, management, and prevention of sports and musculoskeletal injuries. Performance Plus Physio, a team of professional physios in Addington and Wigram dedicated to excellence in physical therapy. ACC accredited, no GP referral required. Reform Radiology, advanced diagnostic imaging in Central Christchurch. X-ray, MRI, CT, and the South Island's first private nuclear medicine service across 2 clinics on Antigua and Kilmore Streets. Futaporo, awesome accountants where business success meets championship spirit. Since 1993, Futaporo has brought grit, strategy, and teamwork to clients across Aotearoa. Get on the team, play to win.
Skating's only part of it. Alpine ice.
Kia ora koutou whanau, welcome back. It is that time. It is the Under-12 Super League. Today we have players from the Canterbury Ice Hockey Association Under-12 Super League competing during this intermission with the Bats and the Spiders. Bats in the gray, Spiders in the blue with red trim. If you have a child who might be interested in giving ice hockey a go, the Canterbury Ice Hockey Association has a Learn to Play program that offers a free trial session with all gear included. To learn more, just Google Canterbury Ice Hockey Association or visit the website NZIHL.org.nz, which is on your screen now, to arrange a free session. Play some blue puck. It's a little softer than the black one, I can assure you of that. And a little bit to add to this as we follow the action down on the ice for the under-12s. You might have seen the ad that came up for the trading cards, which have been extremely popular, which is great. And the trading cards sold out yesterday, hundreds of packs, and they are all gone. A set of 35 plus an extra Virgil Cup special. So, yeah, everybody taking to it. So here's the point. The point is, since they're gone, I'm the only one that has 2 packs left. So if anybody's listening to the broadcast or any of the kids down here find out about it or hear about it or whatever it is, after the game, the first 2 kids, and yes, you have to be a kid, I've got a pack for you. I guess they're $10 each. And if you just have some extras, I do have 1 pack open. We'll trade cards if you want. But yeah, that's the deal. And if you want to ask, you only have to say one thing. You have to say, "Go Coyotes." It's a sore spot, but that's what we do. So you come up here, you say, "Go Coyotes," I will give you a free $10 trading card pack. First 2 only, and you have to wait until after the final buzzer. I'm sure somebody in the building will be hearing this and saying, we've got to go do this. So we've got them down there. We'll wait for you, but you just ask for Matt after the buzzer, after we get done. Say, "Go Coyotes," and you too can have one of 2 unopened trading card packs that are all sold out. And besides that, if you're into it, we will be getting some more in for Queenstown, we think. So when you come back out here in a couple of weeks for the next Red Devils game, we should have a resupply. Anyway, that's the under-12s. Thanks, guys, for giving us the show, and we will be back here in just about 30 seconds to talk second period action here at the Alpine Ice. Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. The under-12s are all done, and it is second period time for the NZIHL. The big boys playing here. 2-1 the score. The Red Devils getting an early goal, Dan, and then the tempo being set by the Thunder the rest of the period.
Yeah, I think more of a dominating period there for the Dunedin Thunder, bringing it to the Red Devils and spending a lot of time down in the offensive zone for them and the defensive zone for the Red Devils. So, yeah, the Red Devils, I don't see what their messages were during that second intermission, but again, unfortunately, just call them errors, but decisions being made that just weren't the smartest or the safest or the sharpest, and forcing pucks in the middle of your defensive zone, leading to turnovers. They're just giving away prime opportunities, really. And so if they want to be in this through the next 40 minutes, you really got to minimise those ones and make the most. So, again, I made the comment around transitioning with control from defence to offence, but sometimes you've just got to maybe take the safer option, get it out of your zone, and then go back and get control. But again, Thunder have been hungry. Their offensive zone forecheck has been solid. We saw a wee penalty kill from them again. They're taking an aggressive penalty kill style to it, which is causing disruption to the Red Devils. So it's been working. So let's see, they'll continue it on, and we'll see. Second period, you get the long changes. Again, we saw it yesterday, some long passes, and a handful of odd man chances for them. So
Gagnon and Walsh to take it. And it is Gagnon once again winning a face-off on the fresh ice. The Red Devils with the puck, going for the dump and chase. Doesn't get past Walsh. He has the puck, and we are underway here in the second. Rain Walsh knocking that out after his first goal, coming just 16 seconds to go in the first period. And now an interception here quickly by Gagnon. He comes up the right side looking for the pass. No, he shoots, goes high, stays in off the glass. They dump that down low, but the puck actually stays in the gear. Over to Haas. Haas brings it in. Over to Gagnon, shot, and that was a lot closer than Moore made it look.
Trusted his post, I think.
I think he knew exactly where he was, or at least he was sure of it. He stays in the corner there. 3 players have it. It's Gagnon with a shot and a goal! Gagnon with a sweeper, and after he allowed Moore to move to the right, to his left, he goes back the other way and catches him off the pipe.
Yeah, just a little bit of an unstructured, messy play coming out there. Bounces off a few bodies, but Gagnon gets it and quite quickly throws it towards the net. So he doesn't quite have control of it, but Moore looks, Moore's lost his post there, and he has drifted across too much. And again, bodies in front, but good from the Red Devils here to respond early in the second period. Oh, it was even maybe a skate.
Yeah, seeing eye puck there, it was a shot on net from the slot, and those occasionally find their way to the back no matter what you do. And Gagnon continues his onslaught on the NZIHL. I think that's 19 now in just 12 games. That's goals, not just points.
Yes, agreed. He'll be up now, 28 points, tied with Beckstead and Stegman. Beckstead's points in there in the first period, so they're all 3 of them 1 point behind Connor Jean from the Stampede.
Now we talk about this like everybody understands. Goals and assists both count as points. So when you talk about a points leader, goals and assists are added up. Shot here by Turia. Oh, that was a good one. And an early whistle. Team Barcode with the miss on this one. It hit the gear, and they thought it was held up.
Give the credit to Moore there for acting like he's saved it well enough to get the whistle. So, Turia with another quick shot through the leg. Again, we saw it yesterday as well. Shooting through the defender's body and legs and stuff can cause issues for goalies. So,
well, it's good to see Turia out there and making a positive connection. He did it again there. He took the shot. It just wiggled through, but Turia understands how to be dangerous offensively, and I think that's something that the Red Devils definitely used to their advantage on that.
Indeed. So you see here, Red Devils throwing out their top lineup against third line here for the Thunder.
Haas brings that one down to himself. It's going to go over the line, though. He's going to have to collect and go back. Collect them all. He's got... Yeah, I said that, sorry. Anyway, off we go. Gagnon over the red line, dumps and chases around the kick plate. Chase in Haas, and it was Walsh getting to it. Now Beckstead has it to the other side. Beckstead with a shot. Glove save, rebound. Goes around, Beckstead still has it. Cycling, leaves it, drop pass, shot, and a goal! Who else? Stegman.
Stegman, indeed. He now ties Connor Jean with the top points of the league here, but again, it's Beckstead again with his speed, breaks into the zone, ends up, takes a shot, gets his rebound, goes all the way around, and Stegman reads the nice drop pass there. Kind of a low angle shot. We'll see if we get an angle from behind. You see, I think it might have gone through the glove side there of Tim Carey, or bodies in front. That's Walsh and Darlene and Hopkins, and just sneaks it. Yeah, sneaks it through there. So
good shot, good quick shot. Once again, the Red Devils giving up a goal within a minute of scoring one too.
Indeed. So was a tied game, and now Thunder to their 1-goal lead.
Blair brings it in. Blair looking for a pass. He goes Instead, around the boards. 3 players digging it away. And it comes out to center ice. Blair sending it back in. EK. And some players falling down, but now it's coming back out. Gallagher fires it in. Lowe skating for it. Boniface is going to get there first. Can Brown keep it in? He cannot. And now a 2-on-2 developing. No, it's going to go to Lowe. He's going to turn it around. Bring it in himself. Holds up. Throws it low to Harry Lowe. To Bull. Shot off Barry's shin pad. Lowe has it. And cleared just. Thunder trying to get a change here. Oh, and an offside. That is very advantageous for the Thunder as they were really needing a change.
Yeah, they were. In a little bit of time, Red Devils weren't getting good control in the defensive zone, but they managed to keep the play down that end.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need is just you keep it over there long enough, you get the defense tired, and it generates opportunities. Bull wins that one. Knocked forward. Guerin has it. Guerin in the corner, takes a hip check, gives up the puck. Lozelle with a elbow. Kind of a reverse hit. Now this goes out to Reese. Reese with facing Eden. Now he gets it to Guerin. Guerin lets it go. And it's Lewis. Crossing the ice, goes to Eden. He circles back. Guerin on the forecheck, pulls up on the line. And they go for a long pass. Wilson touches it. No icing here as he was over the red line. Tapping gets to it in the corner. Taken out of the play. Thunder digging it away. They still have it. Eden pushing it to the point. Goes out to Lozelle. Lozelle holds on to it. That goes closer, but the Red Devils pick it off. Goes the other side. Guerin holds, leaves it for Turia. Turia with a shot. Oh, and that hit post. That looks so good the whole way. I don't know how that one just stayed out.
Inside of the post solid that came out behind more.
That looked like for all money it was going to hit the post and just go in the net, and it didn't. Icing there, Dan?
Yeah, icing there, and a few millimeters more on the inside of the post that would have been posted in.
Yeah, I hope we have this one from behind because you just don't see this bounce happen very often. With Turia, that's ugly in the sense that he had it. Oh, it's the wrong side?
We get to see it from Tim Carey's view.
It was a good one from his point of view. Maybe we'll get it the next time. Hopkins throwing it low. Gagnon cycles. Shot. That goes up into the glass. Tell me you got that one, Chris. Maybe you got it from the other side. Here we go. There it is. Turia coming in. Doink. Oh, boy, that's so close. That's unfortunate for him.
He hasn't, again, he comes out of very high scoring pedigree and with inline skates on. He hasn't quite transferred that skill here to the ice so far this season.
Morrissey sending it into the corner. Haas there. Gagnon now has it and gives it to Beckstead. He flips it for the one-on-one chase. Audis skating, but it's Hopkins getting there first, at least enough to disrupt it. Now that pass goes back to Beckstead. Shot! And that is deflected behind and hits the wall, comes out. And Haast has it. Haast getting it around the corner. Gagnon with it. Gagnon looking for the long pass. Haast off the boards. He's got to chase this one down. He's deep, has to turn around. And he goes into the boards hard. Red Devils still have it. Gagnon turns it around, hits a referee in that case. Haas going into the boards. 3 Thunder players over there. If the Red Devils can get this one out, they might have a chance on it here. Brown out to it. Brown's going to move. Brown with a low shot. Tries to go 5-hole. Beckstead baseballs at it. Misses. That one hits the boards. Goes halfway out. And it's a 2-on-1. Beckstead comes in. Brown gets beat. And a glove save. 2 glove saves. A stick lifted as Audis tries to get it through. And now here we go the other way. Gagnon up the right side. Holds up. Shot and a goal!
Gagnon saves the goal at one end of the ice. He gets a stick lift on Audis down the other end as he was going for that rebound. Takes it the other end of the ice, a little spin move there, a little bit of traffic, creating some space for him, and beats more low blocker side. But that is a full 60 metre or 200 feet or whatever the American conversion is there.
200.
Playing effort there from Gagnon.
Yep, playing 200 there because that is outstanding. I don't know if there was going to be an interference call. It looked like there might have been, but I didn't see an arm go up.
And we're seeing the goalies change here.
Oh, here it is. Shuck going back out there. Apparently he was not doing well enough opening the doors, so they've switched out and put more in the goal. And Shuck is back out there with the yellow pads and all. 3-3 the score. And it's Blair behind Shuck in the net. And we now have the rematch of yesterday. And I don't think either of them, I don't think Tim was on for the win or the loss yet. So here we go with a rematch. Low, sending it low. Higgins with a shot off the lower standard there. And now it's Josh Lowe with it. Holds up. Absolutely smashes Darling. Tapin gets it halfway out.
Both big bodies, those players, and there goes Darling back with a nice high arm.
Yeah, and well after the puck was gone there, but we continue.
He's not really a stranger to the penalty box, Darling. So.
No, he's not. But he's going to stay out this time, and a 2-on-2 developing, but that pass goes too far. Brown holds it, or on the forecheck, it's back to Brown. And that pass gets into some skates. Goes only as far as Blair. Blair's going to bring it in behind Eden. Blair goes up the left, goes trying to curl back in, looking for the pass, goes out to the point, in that ever popular right point for the Thunder. Shot, and it is in Carey's gear somewhere, and he makes the save.
Chris Eden looking for his first points here this weekend. And might sneak it under the pads. The interesting, goalie change. Only 3 goals in so far, but sometimes that's maybe more of a sending a message to the teammates. The coach changing up the goalies there.
Or with a face-off win that goes back to Lozelle for a shot, and that's too high off the glass. Turia with it. Turia holds, passes. Guerin brings it in. Turia gets it back. Brown to Guerin. Pass to Reese. Turia's going to go in with Reese. Reese goes low. Taken off of it at the boards. Lewis goes and pays the price for it. And Hayden Bull with the puck. Skates and hits the brakes. He's going to send it a long ways. I think we're going to get an icing here.
Yeah, but again, good cover by Hayden Bull. Reading that Mason Reese playing defence today had gone in behind the net. Good awareness. I actually saw 2 of them, Turia and Bull, both going realising Reese is in behind the net. They both looked around, Bull back to cover there. But again, it's probably, icing's probably an appropriate play there as you're not normally a defender facing the forecheck. And it was Loisel playing the forecheck as well, so fair enough, getting rid of it.
And a good shot there by Audis. He just took a quick one, and Carey was up for that. That might be one of the best saves of the game, and nobody noticed it.
Because I was talking.
Well, not that. It's not that. If we get a replay on this, it'd be a good one, but I'm not sure that we'll have it. It's just one of those things that Carey is really good at doing. You don't see the flash leather kind of deal. He just makes those saves, and you think they're routine, but they're anything but. Lozelle throwing it low, goes around the boards, goes halfway to the doors, into Beckstead. He passes out quickly on the backhand, goes to the point, walk forward, tip in front, Audis, and Audis can't deflect that one in. Carey with a glove smash for the stop.
Again, Thunder just operating the puck on the perimeter, struggling a little bit to get it off the boards and get it into a better shooting position or into prime scoring position there.
And it'll be Gagnon to take this one. He wins another one, and the faceoffs are starting to go towards the Red Devils' direction again, and that has made a difference most of the season for them. They usually have pretty good games when they start winning those faceoffs. And that pass goes forward, but only to Lozelle. That was a bit of a speculative one by Haast as he was trying to get Gagnon on a break. Stegman throwing it to Audis. Audis goes deep with it. Darling takes out Tapin. shot. That's a good save. Kicked away, but a rebound. And now that goes forward. Haas on his horse, trying to get past Loisel. He can't do it. Gagnon goes by it, and now a 3-on-2 developing. But a good play as Audis goes down. Shot. That's too high. Audis catches it at the point, though, and keeps the puck in. And it was Barry getting it for Darling. But now that's turned over. The Red Devils have a 3-on-4. They're coming in quickly. Haas with it. Haas cuts across the slot. He's knocked over by Loisel. A penalty coming up, and it will be a call against the Thunder.
Again, Loisel's been applying his body quite a bit throughout today, and again, at times he protects the puck and, uses his body to do that, but I think maybe it just pushed the limits a little bit too much on this one here as Haas is going across the play, and
the call was a trip.
Yeah, actually, yeah, so it's not going to be Loisel, actually.
It's not.
Yeah, the arm was up even before Loisel was applying contact, so as we saw on the replay there.
So I think fair enough. I didn't see
cause them to stumble or start to stumble. So looks like number 3,
Ollie Rout.
Ollie Rout will be making his way to the penalty box this time, and we'll see.
Chris, can you replay that one for me? Now officially it's now a hook, so I'm not even sure what's going on.
See a chance here as they still coordinating their plays there. Fishing from behind there, potentially.
Yeah,
so.
I think it has to be at that point. It's not a trip, it's a hook. The only thing that matters on that is where the stick was at the time the offense was committed. It's basically the same thing. Power play underway, Haas with it. Haas to Bull. Aggressive 2x2 here. They're playing a high diamond. Nothing unusual there for one of the better special teams of the league. And it's Tappan with it. We're going to go for some changes here, which will be interesting. It'll be Orr and Walsh coming back out. Walsh not a lot of time with his team here, so we'll see if they can handle it. Probably pretty easy to adjust. Morrissey trying to play hacky sack there. It goes up to Gagnon. He walks it forward. Looks. Gonna go for Michigan maybe. Thought about it. Paid the price. That's gonna go to Tappan at the right. Goes down low to Haas. Back to Tappan. They cycle it a bit. Go across the ice. In front to Bull. Bull with a shot. Deflection. And Haas goes to collect it. There was no gap there when he got there. As Shuck came across, Haas going backwards to Tappan, hits iron. That comes back out. The ping rattles around the Alpine ice. And a good 2 shots here for the Red Devils. Just nothing behind Shuck, the replacement goalie this afternoon.
Yeah, getting some time now in the attacking zone. They finally break a little bit of that pressure to get set up, and a couple of chances, but don't see the back of the net.
And now it's Reese. Reese is going to flip it past his defender. Guerin gets it back to the point. Brown with a low pass. And a sweeping effort there, but it's going to come back out. Audis with a chance up to Beckstead. Beckstead holds backhand pass. That's deflected away. And a good job there by the penalty kill team. And that will end the penalty. Low in front. Chance. Shot in the goal! Just as the penalty was expiring, they couldn't get the 5th player out in time. And do we have a name? Was that Brown?
It was Brown. Harry Loader, Sean Brown on the back door there. So yes, these lovely little feed from Gagnon to Low, and then feeds it in front, and Thunder just not quite marking up and seeing what's coming. It's kind of that little danger zone time at the end of a power play. Your players just stepped out of the box, as you can see, but they're obviously not back in the defensive zone, so you're still short-handed for another 5 to 7, 8 seconds at times.
Yep. And Stegman had a chance to play that there, but it just bounced over his stick. And Brown was able to connect, and that's the difference. 4-3 the score. The Red Devils back on top as yet another even match between these two again.
If they can weather the storm for the next 30 to 60 seconds.
Right, because they've given up a couple of goals immediately after scoring. That's Eden turning and burning, slicing away, but he still has the puck. Trying to get it to Lewis. Lewis just jumps in the fray to go get it himself. He does exactly that, goes around the net. looking for a pass. It goes out to the point. Boniface keeps it in just, but it is turned over. Now another flip away. Goes to Eden. He can't get anything on it. Goes to the point. Blair hits the boards, but he sends it around to Lewis. Lewis is bothered by a couple of players, specifically Gallagher, holding that puck in, and now it's pinned against the kick plate on the far side. It comes out. Thunder had it for a moment. Eden still has it. Penalty coming up. That's going to be a slash on Keokuk, and we will go back on the penalty kill.
Yeah, again, Thunder taking time and position in the Red Devils zone there. Didn't quite create too many scoring chances, but building that time with the pressure, causing Red Devils to get a bit panicked, and whether, again, another wee lapse there, and the Red Devils committed a penalty while you've been stemmed in. You know, they were probably on for 30 seconds, 40 seconds, getting more tired, and then, yeah, little lapse there from Keokuk, and they'll have to go against the top power play unit across the league. So,
and in that case, I mean, it's better that they don't give up the goal, but they are up against it here with Gagnon to take this one. They win that face-off. Brown sending it around hard on the boards. It does go out. Beckstead collects it at the red line, passes it up to Loisel, and that one's sent out on a beeline to the opposite corner, giving Beckstead a chance to do laps here. They bring it in over the right side, and the Thunder set up. Beckstead with it up high, drops. Stegman to Loisel. Stegman with a shot, and Carey with a save. That was a, they're doing that rotation again around that blue line movement, but this time the shot came from out
in the center, yeah,
towards the blue line.
You put the shot map up yesterday, and a lot of goals coming from the left-hand side here, but that's sort of where they set up for almost the Stegman one-timer on the power play. So it's not necessarily that maybe the goalies are weak from that shot or an angle. It's the fact that they do a quick puck movement for a quick shot. And keep your eyes on Stegman.
Bull and Walsh to take this one. Walsh gets that one. Loisel across the blue line. Beckstead walks. Loisel, shot. Glove save, but big rebound. A bit fortunate, and the Red Devils survived this one. It's going to go out of the zone, only as far as Loisel. And Beckstead bringing him back in. His pocket picked by Lowe, and that's going to go the length. Good defense there by Harry Lowe.
Yeah, good D with 1 minute killed, 1 to go.
Loisel, eyes up, looking for the pass, gets it taken away. Morrissey with it, and I think Loisel gets away with one there because he really did tackle Morrissey as soon as he got the puck. But no call. We continue on the power play there. Throw it out there. It's just an opinion, but here we go. Stegman with it. Back to him. Goes across. Loisel. Beckstead, he's going to walk it in a little bit. Takes the shot and a goal. He gets the traffic. Josh Lowe in front, and that goes behind to tie the game, 4-4.
Yeah, Ordis going in front of the net. Josh Lowe is marking him up, and both of them combined making a very good screen here. And Beckstead has a lot of time with the puck here, a lot of chance to look up. No one's really challenging him. And yeah, Tim Carey can't see a thing through that.
And he's in a good position roughly, but there's just too much net open here. And this is more of, he didn't react until you heard it behind him.
Exactly. Well, he couldn't see the shot was exactly about to be taken or coming. So, again, it's a good word by the Thunder. Ordis. They're getting bodies in front, creating screens and traffic for Beckstead, who's now 2 goals today, 4 goals yesterday.
Yeah, he is on a ripper. And another Hattie watch. Hurring, throwing it off the boards there. They leave it behind. 4-4 the score. It's another tight one today. High shot. And Shuck waits to get the face-off.
Probably first time he's cleanly caught one so far in his time there, but they're saying no change because the shot potentially came from behind halfway.
I think it was because the
intentionally covered it up or didn't play the puck when he could have played the puck.
Yes.
So, yeah, a few little quirks like that deep in the rule book.
And for those of you watching in the North American side of things, IIHF rulebook. Gagnon with it. Out to Brown. One-timer, low stop. It was a driving shot, but a good kick save by Shuck. And this one goes to Brown. Has trouble, but recollects. Passes, trying to get to Haast. That was picked off as Audis was in the lane again. Audis still. And now Hopkins does just enough to get the puck away from him. Gets it in the corner. Or with a shot off the mask of Carey, and it comes out. Haast with it. Haast going across the ice. Morrissey plays it twice in the air, gets it back, throws it in, goes deep. Red Devils stay out there. Haast with it. And that goes as far as Brown. Dedhoff back out there for the Red Devils on this shift. Gallagher making himself small, and a shot by Higgins. He's going to skate in on it. And Higgins on the offensive hot seat here, and then get low. Low gets taken down, and that's going to be 2 minutes, and that's an extra one there. Stegman with the extra against Higgins. Beckstead getting into it, and the linesman doing hard work here, trying to separate everybody. As Lowe went down, there's going to be, I think, 3 going off the ice here. It'll be Beckstead going off for a rough. Somebody else will go for a rough for the Red Devils, and then a cross-check.
So far we've got the slash against Beckstead indicated. There's the Harry Lowe, so we'll just see what the, again, any extracurriculars after that, but the Red Devils here, you're hoping that you will still end up with the man advantage.
Yeah, that's the key here. I mean, it doesn't, I'm saying that because I'm speculating and I'm kind of seeing what the body language is down here, but we'll have to see what is officially called.
Looks like they're getting ready to set up again, so it could just be a 2 minute for Beckstead, and the extracurriculars all cancel out, and all's fair in love and war.
Yeah, that's, well, I'll say it's a bit unusual because Higgins and was it Stegman that was kind of just, that was spicy. But you are correct.
They're probably just asking each other for their postal addresses for Christmas cards later in the year.
Maybe they'll just hang out. You never know. Play some shell. It's all good.
Yeah. So power play for the Red Devils with 4 minutes to go here in the second period.
And it'll be Gagnon to take this face off. Setting up Orr on that outside circle here. It's just trying to move everybody back. They drop. Gagnon gets it first to Boole to Haast. Spins. Gagnon goes across the ice. Tappan holds. Tappan back to Gagnon. Cross ice pass. Trying to go for the tic-tac-toe with Boole. It goes in front, and Shuck just sees it in time. Scoops it in with his stick and gets a stop.
Yeah, looking back for the puck moving back into the slot area for a quick shot, and again, Thunder gets some sticks in the lanes and just doesn't quite get clean. Does get towards Shuck eventually, but not a nice quick shot.
And we'll do it again here. Gagnon in the dot. Beats Audis. To Boole to Haast. Haast skates it. Gagnon goes to the right side this time, walks in, takes the shot. A good blocker save there by Shuck.
It was needed.
It was needed, and Tappan fights for the puck, but it comes out 1-on-2. It is Joe Orr coming across the blue line. Boole kind of shoves him aside so he can't do anything with it. Blair keeps it in. Gagnon has it, and we have 1:14 to go on the power play. Tappan with it. Another forecheck for the Thunder, but they do back off a little bit here. Lewis lets that go. They come in the zone. Blair doing a good job trying to keep it away. Gagnon throwing it back in. They stay onside. They go across the ice to Haast. Haast whacked in the head there by Lozelle. That's why they wear helmets, folks. And Carey coming all the way out to play that one aggressively, but he gets there with plenty of time. And now Haast has it. They can't steal it. Lozelle almost had that one. Haas holds. Haas gives it in front, chance, and Bull couldn't get that one on target, but Haas took 3 players with him, and it almost worked. Tappan, high shot, glove save, rebound, goes as far as Morrissey, crosses the ice. Gagnon with a shot, that's blocked by Walsh. Gets a stick in front of it. Morrissey gets that away from Lewis. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Gagnon coming in quickly on the right shot. Oh, and a stick save. Not from the side of the stick you'd expect. That was a handle save, and that goes around past Carey, ending the power play. Sean Brown has the puck now. He moves past 2 players. Does it go out of the zone? It doesn't. Lewis throws it in, goes for a change. Beckstead still behind the net, looking for help. Brown in front. Now Reese knocks it away. Hurrying. Beckstead throwing it back into the crease, or can't do anything with it. Turia getting to the puck first. Sends it around the boards. Beckstead on that left side, halfway up. Low pass, deflected. Another pass. That was more of a shot as it kind of came up, and it's knocked down. It's Hurring with it now. Going across to the other side of the ice, goes up to Turia. He gets it at the red line, trying to dump it in. Stegman can't get it deep, and it goes back to Brown as everybody resets.
Just over a minute to go here in the second.
Hurring's going to chase that one down, but there's no icing here. Higgins gets there. Higgins has it. Higgins looks, and it's an own goal. Wow, that was Higgins once again. He's going to have 2 on the sheet, but that went off of number 13 here.
I think it was Stegman, 93.
Or was it Stegman?
Yeah, it was 90. I think Stegman.
Oh yeah, yep, it was, and good catch there. But that is just
Higgins here now, 2 goals, both riding a fair amount of luck. A little bit of skill involved. I won't deny him from that, but you know.
Oh, he has about it. Well, I mean, he has more skill than buying a lottery ticket, but about the same odds on getting 2 of those like that.
You probably should go get one after the game.
Well, the good part about that is that even though it was 5-on-5, it's 5-4. The Red Devils are back on top with just under a minute to go here in the second. And now we start to pick up a little bit with some chances being taken and some skating. And this is feeling a bit more like the way we would expect these 2 teams to be skating. It has felt like don't make any mistakes. Now it's go score a goal. And here's Beckstead with it. Beckstead skating quite a bit here. Sends it deep. Josh Lowe picks it up, circles back. Can't get it out of the zone. Another turnover. Otis almost able to play that. Goes to Walsh, back to Otis. And does that go out of the zone? It does. Haas can't play it as it's in the skates of Lozelle.
There's a lot of things not being called or letting them go. There's a fair amount of stick actions, whether they're cross checks or slashes, going both ways. So like both teams, I can hear a little noise coming from the benches complaining, but it does feel like it's sort of been consistent to something level across both ways. So 8 seconds to go here, Red Devils.
Yeah, and it was. I just have to. I did talk to one of the referees, and he did mention they do. It was the funniest thing when he said that they were getting called Team Barcode. I did enjoy that one. Lozelle with it, and that's going to end the period as that goes around. I think the point's exactly right. There hasn't been anything egregious either way as far as being allowed or not allowed from one team or the other, but it is starting to get physical out there.
Yeah, I think that's a fine balance in the dark arts of refereeing. You want the teams, you want the players to be able to play and have some hockey, but when things start going back and forward in teams, that helps fuel the emotion levels of the players. So you want a good, competitive, strong game, but again, we want both sides, I guess, their seasons and their players to keep emotions in check so they can be playing some good hockey. So again, second period action here at Alpine Ice. We've seen the Red Devils come back from a 1-goal deficit to have a 1-goal lead here going into the intermission with the third period still to play, and it felt a bit more balanced that period. The first period was definitely the Thunder's period. That one was a bit more balanced.
Yeah, I'd almost say it was more of the Red Devils period in the sense that, it was balanced in some ways, but there were some mental errors by the Thunder in that period that we weren't seeing before. But we'll wait on that one. And guess who?
Guess who? We got the man of the game here, Mason Reese, sitting up in his 100th game for the NZIHL. Mason, how are you finding the first two periods?
Yeah, mate, not bad, not bad. All into it, bit of this way, bit of that way, but always a pushing.
Yeah, the second period was much better there for you guys. How does it playing defence here in today's game?
It's different, but it's funny, 100 games, and it's sort of going back to my roots of where I started, back on D, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
Completely different game.
Indeed, and you guys yesterday, you had a lead going into the third period. You got one here again. What's the focus or message, you think?
We don't let up. Just keep the gas on the pedal and just go.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your 100th game here, Mason, and all the best of the third period.
Cheers, fellas.
Congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
There we go, and so again, I just seen Red Devils were in this position yesterday going into the third period, and we saw the third period swing heavily into the Thunder's way. So again, we'll see what messages the coach can give the players and see how the players can execute here in the third period.
Yeah, and I think the biggest difference that I saw, we did not see Tim Carey have to stand on his head to save them through that second period. So it was not the same as what was going into yesterday. Yes, they had a lead yesterday, but it feels a little bit different going into this third period. So, all right, we'll leave it there. It's going to be Chuck a Puck and a few other things, but we'll run the highlights here and see you back here in about 9 minutes. We will catch up with you for third period action here at the Alpine Ice. Thanks, everybody.
We keep on moving, we keep on moving along, we keep on rolling. No, we ain't slowing it down. We keep on moving, we keep on moving along, we keep on rolling.
Yeah,
No, we ain't slowing it down.
let's go. We ain't slowing down, baby. come and show me how. Gotta do it right now, you know you gotta hold me down. Can I let the moment pass? Good things, they never last. Pull up in a whip, you know I had to hit the gas. Yeah, that's premium. Pull up with a team and I'm ain't worried about the other side. They know that they ain't beating. I'm on everything I love. Work to the man above. Keep it cool, calm, collected. At this point, you get the message. Life is hectic, but we gotta keep it rolling, though. Gotta keep it grooving, keep it moving like we stole it, though. Rolling with the punches, giving hits like we an Interscope. Even though I'm clocking, punching in, I'm independent, though. Staying prayed up, ain't nothing gon' phase us. Ain't never gon' let a lame say what they just made up. I never take a pay cut, we getting what we worked in. I never change the blueprint, cause we know it's really working. Moving.
We keep on moving along.
Keep it moving, keep it rolling.
No, we ain't slowing it down.
Never slowing down, never
moving.
moving.
We keep on moving along.
Keep it moving, keep it rolling.
No, we ain't
Keep it rolling, keep it
slowing
moving.
it
We
down.
ain't never gonna lose it. Cause we in it for the movement. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. Don't play into their amusement. If we trying, we ain't dying. Never sleep, never sleep, never. The moment that you rest your head, they think they can't compete. If you gotta skip steps, then the plan is not complete. Get your reps in, get your reps in, get your. Never rest on a past success. You gotta love what you do if you trying to be the best. Moving.
Building a second dwelling can get complicated pretty quickly. Between the noise, builders, and delays, it's stressful. Expanders are delivered as a finished unit, ready to be set up on your land in a single day. Want to check the quality? Come in, have a cuppa, and book a viewing at the warehouse.
Keep it rolling, keep it moving. We ain't never gonna lose it.
The Red Devils would like to thank Expanders, quality portable and expandable buildings designed for New Zealand conditions. Precision built off-site, delivered ready to use, and transforming on-site. Real space without a full build. Tappan Logistics, proud Christchurch partners of the Red Devils. When your freight has to move, the team at Tappan gets it where it needs to be on time. Happy Scrappy, privately owned, family-run, and New Zealand's largest recycler of used automotive batteries. Competitive pricing, friendly service, and a skip and bin service across the Canterbury region. 80 years on Blenheim Road. Beckford Sports Medicine, keeping you active. From backyard cricketers to elite athletes, Beckford specializes in the diagnosis, management, and prevention of sports and musculoskeletal injuries. Performance Plus Physio, a team of professional physios in Addington and Wigram dedicated to excellence in physical therapy. ACC accredited, no GP referral required. Reform Radiology, advanced diagnostic imaging in Central Christchurch. X-ray, MRI, CT, and the South Island's first private nuclear medicine service across 2 clinics on Antigua and Kilmore Streets. Futaporo, awesome accountants where business success meets championship spirit. Since 1993, Futaporo has brought grit, strategy, and teamwork to clients across Aotearoa. Get on the team, play to win.
J-Bed singing something about the way things used to be. Now I'm dancing on a wire like a cheap paper tiger, strumming on a heartstring stereo to a song that no one knows, and it goes like this. Hey, hey, yeah, said it goes like this. C'est la vie, oh, don't ask me, 'cause it goes like this. Yeah.
Kia ora koutou, welcome back everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez. I'm here with Dan Nichols, and we're about to call the last period of the weekend here. Third period coming up, and different game, even though it doesn't look that different on the scoreboard, Dan. It looks, this is, the composure of this game has been very different from yesterday.
Yeah, a lot better, a lot tighter second period than yesterday. Well, yesterday, if you're watching it, there was a lot more high-scoring chances flowing to the Thunder's way. Just Tim Carey stood on his head yesterday and shut down all of them, which on the scoreboard gave it the Red Devils that second period.
Yep. And
then you went into the third period yesterday, and the Thunder came back and dominated that one. So again, it's poised at a similar spot. Red Devils carrying the lead into the third period here. So it'll be interesting to see how they approach the third period. Again, you still want to play positive hockey. You still want to take scoring chances. You don't just want to try park the bus and let the other team pepper you and try and withstand. That definitely won't work out.
It won't. It didn't yesterday. It won't today. It just doesn't. Actually, Chris, why don't you go ahead and give me expected goals here? This is from yesterday's game in case you happen to watch it. The colors are backwards. It doesn't mean a whole lot, but this is actual statistical proof. The Thunder actually played really well from about the end of the first period to the end of the end of the second, and then basically Carey saved them for a long time. And if you know XG and how that works, there's a rabbit hole you can go down on all of this stuff, but effectively it's just the odds of every shot that happened, and you see it there kind of cumulatively throughout the game. The Thunder played better yesterday is what the stats say, and it just took about, about 52 minutes until that was proven out with the averages. Yeah.
So again, like the Red Devils here approaching the third period of the league, you still want to play positive. You don't want to change it too much, but you just got to tighten up on a few things. So, maybe it's the 50-50 puck chases and stuff. You just err on a little bit more side of caution. You're not doing anything drastically. You still want to go hard and chase pucks and put pressure on, but just some things you just got to tighten up and be a bit smarter. I very much hope we don't see too many through the breakout passes through the defensive zone and get picked off, because that'd be one thing probably as a coach. You'd be annoyed with your players throwing things up like that if they get turned over for a scoring opportunity. So you got to control what you can. We saw it get a little bit more animated there in the second period in terms of physicality, and I think I was going to make the comment during it, but Fabian Haas, he's like a magnet to some tough love. He absorbs a lot out there. He's a strong skater, and he stays on his feet through a lot of it. A lot lesser players would be hit in the ice pretty quickly.
Yeah, as part of that, actually a couple of people we spoke to in the intermission said that, there was some discussion down there, and I think everybody wants it called a little bit tighter because it was starting to get away. But that doesn't mean that's what the referees are going to do. It just means that was the request that was made. But 1-1 the score over in Auckland right now. So all the more reason for the Red Devils to get ready and try to put this one away. Third period action here at the Alpine Ice underway. Morrissey with the puck. Whiffs on that, comes in, and Gagnon's just offside as Morrissey couldn't get back over as he left the puck behind for just a moment.
Another good crowd here today as well, getting treated to some action. I think yesterday was about 650 they put, tickets went through. So I'd probably say we're in a good 400s here today. So again, another solid turnout across the weekend.
Oh, you'll be glad to hear, I heard it's already over 450 sold tickets, so that's good. That's
my guesstimate wasn't too bad.
No, not at all. This place is absolutely chaka, as they say around here. Chapin trying to hold it in, can't do it. Walsh throwing it deep. And now it's Gagnon as that puck comes around, stops in the corner. They fight for it. Thunder try to break out, but Haast in the way at the right time. That's passed forward to Lowe. Lowe in the cage today because of the high sticking incident, and that pass or that shot goes high and into the netting for a stop.
Yeah, I think he might have got a stitch or two done into that lip area last night, but actually another injury that we didn't quite talk about. He was on for the warm up, but he hasn't stepped ice, or he's undressed now. Was Willis? We haven't seen him out there today. He did suit up for the warm up, but body was too sore to continue.
Reese with a shot, doesn't get through. And here comes the Thunder. Loiselle getting it out of the zone. Brown getting to it at the red line. And Blair picks it up for the Thunder. Blair still holding on to it. Turi is going to chase that one down in the half boards. Goes behind, but that's telegraphed. Thunder pick it up. That goes forward. And there's a chance for Lewis in front shot, and that is high. I don't know if Brown got a stick on that, but it would have been necessary there.
Yeah, again, good attacking chance there. We just sort of see a little bit of a pinch play on the blue line there by the Red Devils, and these are the sort of things I'm thinking about on like 50-50 plays. Sometimes you're just better to err on the side of caution, back up, and it just sort of contributed to the odd man chance there for the Thunder, but it doesn't challenge the scorecard. And again, late player change here from the Thunder. They're the away team, so they've got to get their lines out first before the home team can have an extra 5 seconds to respond.
And that's, well, it's been happening enough that I'm surprised it hasn't gone to a delay yet, but we don't know what the official warnings are and all of that. So it's worked out okay for the Thunder so far. And now Morrissey with the puck in the defensive zone. That's taken away from him. Barry sending it to the other side. It'll be Haas picking it up the half boards. He passes it out of the zone, gets it up to Gagnon. Gagnon trying to flip that down. Doesn't play it with a high stick. Barry has it. Barry comes in the zone. And it comes out quickly. Haas with it. The entire Thunder team on him. He's thrown into the left boards. That puck bounces around. Guess who has it again? It's Haas. Haas trying to pass that. And that one goes only as far as Beckstead. Loiselle circles back. Thunder trying to hold on to the puck so they can get a couple of changes. They do that. Loiselle has it, takes it in the zone. Knocked away, but he gets it back. Loiselle on the blue line, holds. Passed into the corner. Beckstead picks it up. Chased around the outside. Leaves it for Stegman. Stegman going across the ice, but it was too steep a pass. He gets it back off the billiards attempt of the new advertising on the other side. And now the Thunder flip it forward. It is Beckstead with it at the point. Cross ice, Stegman with it. Low shot, kick save. Back to Stegman halfway. Goes across the ice, Beckstead has it. He's closed on quickly from tap-in. Beckstead goes away from Blair and goes into the corner to Walsh. Now to Blair, goes across the ice. That was, well, Lowe was there in the lane, and they still got a shot off. Stegman with that ripping wrister he has, but it went high, hits the glass. Now Gallagher has it. 2-on-2. He's going to take a low shot. Why not? That seems to be the thing to do today. Beckstead with it. Beckstead goes deep, but it is Brown with that. Doesn't go far enough for any kind of icing, so Brown skates it out himself. Stegman grabs that out of the air. Chopped away. Turia almost got to it. And now it's Orr. Orr chews on that mouthpiece. Catches the puck. Gets it out to Blair. He stops it with a skate. Knocked forward. And now Turia has it. Does he play it out? He does. Pass back to Josh Lowe. He holds up. Goes through to center ice. And it's stopped by Shuck there.
That simple thing's very important when the Red Devils are getting it into the neutral zone, that if you can get it down the other end of the ice here, the clock at the moment's still on their side, right? Holding a minute lead. They did weather a bit of a Thunder, build some time and pressure there. They have top line, Beckstead, Stephen Loiselle. They got some good movement of the puck. They got speed. Speed's very important, or skating ability is very important. And so,
yeah, and they had a lot of cross-ice passes, but this is the first time I really saw the Red Devils actively jumping lanes. So it did interrupt their flow a little bit. So we'll see how that develops. Morrissey to take this one against Orr. Morrissey wins it to Gagnon. Gagnon shoots. Goes just high and left. That one bounces through the crease. That was dangerous. Stick dropped. Morrissey with it, but he gets it taken away by Orr. And it is Orr out to low. Thunder go for a change. Haast. Haast holds. Tried to pull 2 players in on him. Now Gagnon with a good move. He's going to use low as a screen. And that's sent backwards. Haast picks it up. Haast across the blue line. Morrissey with it. Fires that so that it goes behind the net. Low gets plastered there. And now Lozelle gets it out. Audis can't get it out of the zone. Walsh is chasing, but Gagnon gets there first. They fight for it in the corner. Lozelle joins the fracas, and it's Audis with it on the other side. Higgins, the offensive juggernaut today. Lozelle complaining about that. It is going to be a slash against Higgins when that gets touched up by Reese. Yep. So that's just one of those where the stick goes flying and you really don't have a choice. That is a slash.
I mean, it was, not necessarily well off the puck there, and it was a reasonable hack at the stick. So that's a bit of discipline here for the Red Devils. 1 power play chance so far for the Thunder, and they have scored on it.
Yep.
So
that's what we were talking about, though, as far as calling it a little bit closer. That's one that, I don't know if that's a statutory call because the stick did go flying, but there was no way that was going to get let go. Harry Lowe to take this one for the Red Devils. Thunder win that one, but it goes back to the Red Devils. They try to get that away. Tappan's trying to chop at it. Lowe with a good, patient allowance to let the puck settle, and he can sweep it all the way down the ice. Thunder have to reset. It's Beckstead on the left. He gives it up. Audis back to Beckstead low. Reese is going to plaster him there. Good hit. Roselle. He gets it back. Stegman gives it back to Lozelle, and he shoots it. Good save there by Carey as the shooting lane widened open, and you can see that the whole way.
A bit more active there by the Red Devils penalty kill, putting a little bit more pressure on those top 3 of the Thunder, just making it a little bit hard to move puck here, but Lozelle does still get chance, time and effort, but nobody's really in front.
Yeah, well, Audis was there to try to tip it, and he came awfully close to it, but he didn't touch the puck. Stays in the zone. Beckstead with it. Beckstead goes low. Gets it back from Audis. Lozelle sweeping it around. Goes across the ice. Lozelle gives it back. And that one is tipped by Gagnon's stick and goes up into the netting. And that wastes some time for the Red Devils. 1:04 to go on the slashing call.
Yeah, you've got to keep Red Devils here on the penalty kill. It's that pass from the right side to the left side. Beckstead to Stegman. That's a real danger one. Coming up to the top to Loisel. Well, it's still threatening. The Stegman one will be the biggest risk.
It was threatening yesterday, and there's no reason to think it'll change today. Beckstead holding on to that puck. Gives it to Lozelle. Lozelle gains the zone. Leaves it behind for Walsh. Player goes down there. That was Gagnon. Out to Stegman. Swishes it over to Beckstead, gets it back. They keep moving it across. That diamond staying very disciplined right now for the Red Devils.
Beckstead's on his offside here. They'll get the rotation. Now Stegman's lined up for that 1-2.
And they get in the lane there. Beckstead walking it. Shot. Save. Shot. That goes off a post. And now Brown has it. Flips it up. And that looked like it was out of the zone for a moment there. Beckstead with a hand pass to himself, dropped it down, and that one's going to get out.
Gagnon. Again, he scores goals, but he also disrupts them.
Yeah, he's definitely looking at MVP for me. Beckstead with a shot, good save there. That goes up into the netting. I'll get into that a little bit more, but when they say MVP, it's not, I always think of it, it's not the best player in the league, it's the most valuable player of the league.
Indeed.
And Gagnon, once again.
Well, he's scoring the most points as well for the Red Devils, but he's also, as I called out earlier as well, he's stopping goals.
Bull drops and wins it. Tap-in hits it. That hits glass, luckily for him, as that doesn't go straight out during a penalty. And do they allow him out? Higgins put 2 seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, so he'll still be in the box for this drop, so they just got to get through another defensive zone face-off here, just down a man.
Orr wins that one, goes back to Herring. Herring holds, shoots, that's deflected, but goes in front. And boy, that was a dangerous one as Joe Orr was loitering with intent, and that puck spun right in front of Carey.
Yeah, just defensive zone face-off coverage there, not quite playing out well for the Red Devils. Well, the shot that got through got blocked, but Joe Orr was almost sitting in no man's land with a clean puck, but he couldn't gather it up cleanly.
So we're back to 5-on-5 here. Won by the Thunder again. Herring sending it low. Lewis across the way. Orr can't pull the trigger. Goes to Blair. He holds it in. Goes deep. Tappan's going to get there first. Tappan looking for the outlet. Gets it to Lowe. Lowe with the outlet. Behind Higgins. Goes as far as Lozelle. And Lozelle with a long play. Will that? No, it will not go for icing. Not sure on that one, but it was off the boards and playable, I guess. Long pass forward to Harry Lowe as he was waiting around, cherry picking at the blue line. In front, tries to jam it home, and Lowe going for it. He loses his hat. He's got to come off the ice. He grabs it, heads away. Blair, Darling trying to get it to Blair in front. Haast hops over the boards to take his spot. Lowe with another great shift. Cut short a little early on that one because of his chapeau, but he is playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, again, not a bad play. We saw a few goals yesterday scored by the Red Devils going into the paint area with the puck. Shuck wasn't quite up to it, so not a bad move.
Yeah, why not? EK plays it for the Thunder. That goes up to Lozelle. Shot, and a dangerous wrister. Glove save, but the rebound goes through. It's more of just kind of a flip. Does that stay in? It does. It goes down the boards, the player's side. Darling's going to get there first. Gagnon on him. But it is the Thunder holding on to it. They're going to move forward. Stegman's going to gain the zone. EK with it. EK with a shot. In front, dumped. And Carey jumps on it for the save. And we're still at 5-4.
Yeah, a couple of good saves there by Carey. Got a nice one on Loisel's quick shot. Got enough glove on it to steer it to the corner. Again, Red Devils 5-4 here with 11 minutes to go in the third.
And they're going to come out for a defensive face-off with Beckstead taking this one and Stegman sitting there. He's going to be ready for this shot. They drop the puck, but the Red Devils win it again. Thunder hold on to it. Walsh doing a good job keeping it in. Stegman throwing it in the corner, kind of a slap pass, and that comes out of the zone. Goes to neutral, but Lozelle has it. Josh Lowe. Lowe turns on it. Loses it to Beckstead. Beckstead looking for the pass. Audis not able to get a hold of it as it was a little bit off target. And that one goes to Guerin. Guerin gets it out of the zone at least. And that was offside as Beckstead did not get to the other side of the blue line when he played that one.
Yeah, so they'll come back to the far blue line as an offside pass. Pass originated from, so Red Devils slightly advance as they now roll out their top line of the imports.
And as you said, Morrissey, Gagnon, Haast, Tappan, and Lowe out there right now for the Red Devils. They drop the puck, they win the face-off again. Gagnon gets it to Tappan. Tappan moves to the left. Tappan dumps to the chase. Morrissey trying to get around. Lozelle's going to get there first. He's behind the net. Bounces off the goal. Goes to Gagnon, then Haast. Morrissey turns on it. Gives it back to Haast. Haast holds, looking for a pass. Skates the blue line, leaves it behind on a dump pass. Bounced in off of a low shot. Haast in front to Gagnon, shot. That goes just over the crossbar, hits the glass, stays in. Audis with it. Audis looking to leave. Audis passing it forward, past Beckstead, and it's going to go for an ice.
Yeah, great call there by the linesman because it's where the puck's going to go to Beckstead. It's not the person to where the puck crossed the line, it's where the puck's going to end up, and Luke Tappan was on the favourable side there to that one.
Yeah, I think that was a very good call, even though it'll get a couple of howls.
Yeah, exactly. Go back and read the fine print of the icing call there.
Well, if anybody reads the fine prints of the rules, Dan, I know it's you. I don't know why you do it, but you read all the rules.
Well, no, I read the rules I want to read.
All right.
Let's make that clear.
That one's won by the Thunder there. Good chance for them to finally win a face-off. Loiselle has it. He gets it to Walsh. Brown and Audis fight for it. Given back to Gagnon. Passes forward to Haast. Haast brings it in. Haast through the middle. Chance for Morrissey. Taken off his stick. Quick turnaround here for the Thunder. Audis looking to forward it. Walsh with a shot. Glove save. Rebound. It comes back behind the net. And Gagnon holds it and settles with a very nice soft pass to Brown. Brown skates it forward, dumps it forward. It'll be Harry Lowe there first. Picks it off, goes through the crease, but he sends it to Eden. Eden's moving quickly. They've got a 3-on-3, but the good defense there. Higgins in front. And they waited a little bit on that one. A chance. That was dangerous as Gallagher got turned around. And now Lowe gives it up in a deep spot. Eden with a shot in front. Carey bails him out with a glove save.
Yeah, Red Devils, you got to be strong on the puck here. Just under 9 minutes to go in the third period in the defensive zone. Don't do anything by halves. If you're going to hit the puck, hit it hard. I think a couple of times there, Hopkins might have been one of them. He just tried to wait for it to get to the forehand and backhand. You just got to get your stick on it, especially when it's in that slot area. I think we're probably going to see a lot more end-to-end quick action chances going back more here as at least Thunder try to ramp up the speed to chase the game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The Thunder have just been trying to outskate the Red Devils at this point. That is their strategy for this third period, is to outskate them. And so far, they've done a pretty good job. They haven't been able to convert any high-yield chances. And now it's Guerin with the puck behind the net. That goes out high. Hopkins with a shot, not on target. But he's on the stat sheet now. Orr has it, or holds it. Dump and chase here. Orr's going to be the only one on it. Thunder go for a change. Good hit there by Guerin. He's going to flip it up to center ice, and it goes to Beckstead. Changes for the Red Devils here. Top line back out to match Beckstead and company. Beckstead with a good move. He held that for just a little bit longer than he wanted to, and that one's going to sail out of play. Beckstead with a good chance, but not in a good shooting position to do it.
Yeah, again, he can build up some speed when he gets the puck in the neutral zone, or he started that one in his defensive zone. Again, I don't blame the Red Devils there. They were going for a line change to get some fresher legs out as they were rolling. So, again, you can, as much as you don't want to be caught flat-footed, sometimes you do get put in that situation.
Walsh wins that one, but it goes to the Red Devils. The pass to Lowe. Lowe with a weak pass behind the net. A chance for the Thunder. And that goes to Stegman. Stegman with a shot, blocked by a skate. Kicked away. Stegman sending it low, and Josh Lowe's going to get there with Beckstead. Takes Beckstead out. And that's turned over. Audis with a shot, blocked before it gets there. Gagnon chooses to flip it out. Goes to Haast on the 50-50. Goes to Gagnon. He's got a chance here. Chance and a miss. Boy, he had Shuck moving, but he couldn't keep it inside the pipes. And the Thunder work the other direction. You just get used to those going in, and that time it didn't. Shot by Darling. Goes out to Lozelle. Lozelle setting up. Goes to Darling. Brown has it now. Brown off the wall. Higgins can't get it out. Stegman keeps it in. Barry. And now Josh Lowe again. Into the boards. Wins it along the kick plate. Harry Lowe with it now. Set it up for the Thunder in a way. Just kind of teed up, but a good deflection. It goes out of the zone. Rout getting it. The ex-Red Devil sending it back in to Lozelle. Lozelle with a good shot there, and you could hear it hit Carey's equipment with a thud, but he stops it.
Yeah, good solid save, and I think we could hear the Thunder fans at home, big sigh of relief there as Gagnon couldn't put it past on a breakaway opportunity there on Shuck. I could hear that coming through the chat. But nevertheless, 6 minutes 32 to go here, and we're still no goals here in the third period.
It's really just the antithesis of yesterday in every way so far. But you don't want to give it an announcer's curse here. Guerin with it. Guerin gets hit hard by Herring. Turia keeps the puck. Penalty coming up here. Not sure who it's on. It's on the Thunder, it looks like. And what do we have, a hold?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
it started with Joe Orr, but then it did look like it turned into a hug going back the other way as well. So this will be just 2 minutes here against the Thunder.
Yeah, it was Orr for holding, and I think he had a hold of Turia, which is why he couldn't get away with that puck. Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly, it was a hard one to see. I saw it like it didn't look like a penalty from the angle that I was at, but you could see that Turia couldn't get away from him, and the Team Stripes had a little better look at it and took him off the ice for it. Morrissey to drop that one. Thunder win that face-off. It's going to go to the length. Carey's going to stop it. And he plays it away from Beckstead wisely. And that one comes in right on goal. That's really scary stuff here by the Red Devils. And another missed pass. Is that going to go out of the zone? It does. Tappan lets it go right back in, but it is to Gagnon. Pass back to Tappan. Over center ice, takes the blue line, looks up. Still skating, going behind the net. Leaves it behind. Morrissey looking around. Morrissey gets the puck taken off him. Do they get it back? They fight for it. Kicked away. Haast with it for a moment. He stays in at the blue line. Tappan with it now. It's in his skates. He's got a turn on it. Bit of a slash there by Herring. Bull and Herring in the corner. They continue to fight for it. 50 seconds to go on the power play.
And 5 minutes in the game to go.
Out to Tappan. He leaves it short. Bull at the half boards, goes low. Morrissey. Outside. Haas gives it to the blue line. Gagnon takes it, keeps it, gives it to Haast. Haas doubled up, gets it taken away from him. Eden working to try to get a call there. Doesn't get it, goes to Tappan, and that breakaway fails for the Thunder. Their fans not too happy about it, their bench not too happy about it. Lozelle on the long pass, that comes in the zone. Walsh trying to hold on to it. Walsh looking for the pass to Beckstead. Gets it to the outside, back to Walsh.
5 on 5.
Thank you, Dan. And Beckstead sets up. Hopkins goes out. And Turia is going to chase this one down. Can he play it? He can't. He's held up from that one. And it was the aforementioned Joe Orr. In front, chance here for the Thunder. They can't get that on target. Walsh was outside to the right. Orr's behind the net, and the pressure continues. They cycle Blair with it low. He sends it around the boards to Beckstead. Reese. Now it goes to Orr. Blair's into the corner. Tries to play it back to the point. Lozelle with a long shot that's deflected as it comes in, but only goes to the corner harmlessly. Beckstead peels off of it, and Brown goes for the flip and chase, and it will... Oh, okay, so they did call icing there, I believe.
Yeah, it did. Went right through his stick there, but icing is the call. So again, this will give the Thunder an opportunity to choose their lineup against a reasonably fatigued Red Devils lineup here, as we see a few people trying to suck in the air.
Yeah, no calling of timeouts yet. It's not that late, but this will be an important draw here for Harry Lowe. He wins that one. That's a big deal. Hopkins goes down. That's a penalty. He's going to... he was tripped, and that'll be 2 minutes against the Thunder, and it'll be Eden going for that trip. Yeah. That's a big deal right here at the end of the game.
Indeed, but again, well, it's great to have the man advantage as well. You got, again, the power kill from the Thunder they've got to be aware of, and you speak of timeouts, and you speak of the fine print in the rule books. The Red Devils did get away with one yesterday. They did call a timeout after their team knocked the net off, and that was an instance that, timeout should not be allowed. And they got away with a breather, a breather there yesterday.
So this is a power play face-off for Morrissey in the offensive zone. You're going to get a warning against Beckstead here for being a little too close. And they drop the puck. Haast has it, out to Gagnon. They send it low. Morrissey's got to chase this one down, and Stegman will get it to first, but he's stapled into the boards there by Morrissey. Goes to Gagnon. Cross ice to Haast. Shot and a deflection, almost getting something there by Morrissey. We continue with the offense in front. Bull with a shot. Is it in? They can't find the puck. I don't know if it's in. I think it's in Shuck's gear. It was the entire time. I think there was something else that had come off. But they looked to try to shove something in there, but it looks like it was under Shuck the whole time.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of excitement there. As again, it was a nice feed to Morrissey in front for that rebound. You might see from the angle here, but potentially Shuck had it most of the time. It's
it was out. It really was out. And it was, but it was whistled.
Loisdale, I think, then shoved it back under his pads to get the whistle. But
that did work out for them one way or the other. Morrissey with this one wins another face-off. Huge change today. Shot, that's deflected, goes over the crossbar. And the Red Devils continue with possession here on the power play. Morrissey cross-checked into the boards. Morrissey goes down. Out to Gagnon. Shot, low, tap in. Gets blocked by Shuck, goes into the glass. Shuffled away. Now the Thunder get it the length of the ice. It'll be Audis getting there first. The referees, or the linesman, worried about icing there, but was never going to be. And that goes into the netting. And the Thunder are going to get an offensive face-off here when they need it on this power play with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go.
Indeed, and so we'll see Red Devils make a couple of player changes here. They got 2 minutes to go in the period, but 53 seconds to go on the power play.
They drop the puck. Gagnon wins it again, and face-offs are really helping out the Red Devils today. That's a chance there for Orr as he jumps through. Walsh in front, and they can't get a shot off. Brown with a hit.
Danger of the power play. You don't want to go offense too early, even though you think you've got the man advantage.
And
it just deflected up into the netting or out of play there, so they'll have a wee stoppage. It's also you're on a power play, but you're actually got a one goal lead with a minute 48 to play. You should be playing the 1 minute 48 scenario here more than the power play opportunity, right?
Almost forget about the power play at this point and just play the last 2 minutes here. I thought I saw Shuck circle over there. Not sure if he was going to come off or not, but we'll keep an eye on that now. Chance there, the Thunder win that face-off. And as Beckstead walked through, he had a chance, but good defense. Now Haast has it. Haast passing it through to Gagnon. Gagnon with it. Gagnon circles back, looks for the pass, gives it to Haast. Haast holds. Haast takes it on the physical play, and a chance there, a one-timer low from Brown, and that didn't quite connect, but there's Gagnon with a puck. And he's got Audis picking his pocket. Beckstead with it, back to Audis. Stegman shot, and that goes up and out with 1:08 to go here. Red Devils still with the 1-goal lead, and that will be a timeout for the Dunedin Thunder.
Indeed here, so yeah, 1:08 to go, and communication is a really important thing here in this bit. Gagnon stopped the puck there in the neutral zone, but he got his pocket picked. The teammates there need to be calling out, man on, like you don't have time. Move the puck, or get your feet moving, because again, you can only see so much when you got your helmet on and looking forward. You're not always aware, so communication will be key here as you go into the last 1:08. Both teams, both coaches will be having a bit of a pep talk to each of their teams, and again, also a chance, obviously, to get some fresh air and get some water in the bodies.
And nobody is in the penalty box right now, so we're going to be expecting to see a 6-on-5 attack by the Thunder here very soon.
Yep.
I would assume right now.
Shuck's staying on the bench, so.
Yeah, that's why you call a timeout there, is you've got the offensive face-off, so you'll end up with all 6 ready to go up against the Red Devils here. 5-4 the score. Thunder trying to figure out which dot they want, first of all. Apparently it'll be on the right side. And they will try to work their tried and true method of getting it back to the blue line and getting a shot, but it's the Red Devils with a face-off win. Brown has it in the corner. Gagnon fighting for it, goes off the glass. Blair's going to get to it first, goes as far as Stegman. He sends it back through, off a referee, and now that's going to go the length of the ice. A little bit quick on that, as that will be an icing call with, well, they got to get the clock right. Yeah, it was 1:08 before.
Yeah.
So that's got to be a lot lower than that, but we'll.
Exactly. Anyway, there was it was a bit more than 3 seconds of play, but
yeah, that's way off. That's unfortunate for the Red Devils, especially since it's in the home ice. But it is Haast with it. Haast with the empty netter. Haast making sure there is no doubt, and the Red Devils score 6-4 and go ahead by 2 goals.
Indeed. Still a minute or so to play here, Matt, but 2-goal lead is a little bit more breathing, but these Thunder players will still be coming hard. But Haast, 3rd goal of his season for his 25th point. He's had 22 assists so far, so he gets an empty netter to add another one to the goals. So, yeah.
Well, you can't just get assists, right? You gotta get a goal occasionally. Yeah. Feed the man.
Yeah, if he shoots the puck a bit more, he might get a few more himself.
Well, that's true, but they have a pretty good system going here.
Yep.
And I don't know if they're going to move the clock at all. They're just going to go with it. 57 seconds is where we're at. Gagnon to take this face off. He beats Walsh. Shuck back in the net. Thunder moving the puck around. They're going to send it in deep. Audis. Red Devils can't get it out. Stegman with it. Long shot. Right where Stegman's been shooting from. He nearly got a deflection. That goes out to Stegman again. Low into Beckstead. Stegman. Beckstead spending a lot of time here. That's a bit of a slap there by Gagnon. And now Brown.
Shuck's still in net.
Yep. Officially 15 seconds to go here. Stegman. And they're just going to play this one out here. Beckstead. A bit of frustration here. It'll be Brown going to the box for a hook.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was 4 seconds. Given all the shenanigans that could have happened yesterday, I think this is pretty tame.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll somewhat even up a little bit of the penalty minute box here, but yeah, Sean Brown will spend the last 4 seconds over there getting a rest, and Thunder will have a chance to dare say maybe get 1 goal here off the face-off.
Oh, they've gone back to 6 seconds. I think this game should be over already, but that's for another time. And we'll drop that one. It goes into the corner. Walsh lets that one go, and they can't run the clock.
Yeah, and that will be the end of the game. And there we go, and the Red Devils take it here. Surely they're going to call that. But
they have to. They were letting it go anyways with 4 seconds to go. So
the Red Devils split the weekend.
As you said, there was no reason to think there wouldn't be a split, so why not have a split?
Exactly, and if you're the Thunder fans, again, that's another split weekend, your 6th split weekend of the season, and also you've only played 6, so again, struggling to link 2 games back to back here for the Thunder. They're beating every team, but they're also losing to every team, but I'll probably give the credit to the Red Devils here, bouncing back from that 3rd period yesterday. They wouldn't have set the mindset too well going into today's game, but they battled hard today. It's a lot more balanced. Didn't really give give the chance of the Thunder to get on a streak or on a roll as they did in that third period.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It was the third period that it was locked down. We went into it 5-4, and we got one goal that was an empty netter, and that was it. Now, maybe that's not the prettiest of hockey to watch at times, but it is exactly what the Red Devils needed to do here, not giving up those offensive chances. And they didn't give up a lot of high-quality chances in that third period. There were a lot of low-quality chances both directions, but they didn't put Carey in a bad spot, and Carey came through for them.
But again, another very solid game from Tim Carey. I'd almost say it's probably his best weekend of hockey that he's played, at least that I've seen, or watched him again across 2 games. Very solid yesterday, even though it was a loss, but again today, he was still testing it at times. He's still, again, Luke Sales, Steve Moonbeck, they've still got great shots. He still had to make saves, and he did it when it was needed, and especially in that third period, just to, essentially no goals in the period apart from the empty netter. So that was great to see the Red Devils, and I didn't recall or see too many lapses or errors in that third period. It was a lot more controlled third period. Yes, there may have been a few little moments, but compared to how they performed yesterday, it was a vast improvement, so they should be very happy with that.
I think they will be, and for those of you that are still watching, we really do appreciate it, but after we're done here, make sure you jump over to check out the Swarm and Admirals. It's an important one for the Red Devils as well, I think they'll be rooting for the Admirals a little bit if I'm not mistaken there, because you want to jump ahead of the Swarm. Where are we at here?
3-2 at the moment.
Oh, it's a close one.
To the West Auckland Admirals. I think they got the third period to play up there.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're not going to stick around and analyze the heck out of this. We're going to let you watch the other game because it is that important. Well done to the Red Devils for splitting and coming back from what could have been a disastrous kind of a season ender of a collapse yesterday. I'll say that now, but it felt like that. And instead they come back and get the win today. That is very character building and shows a lot towards a team on the rise.
Indeed. So they're going Stampede. No, they're up the Swarm. Well, they got a week off.
They got a week off. You can check. But here's the thing. I've got a couple of things I do want to mention before we do go. Do you know who had 2 goals today?
Kieran Higgins.
Kieran Higgins had 2 goals today.
Yes,
that's right. Tape it up, get a picture of him. He is my top star today. Regardless of the fact that everybody else played really well too, I just have to give it to him because he started the tone by just taking a shot, and the Red Devils realized that's how you win the game.
Indeed. So Red Devils will have a couple of weeks rest actually before they're back here in Christchurch on the 18th and 19th of July versus the table-topping Sky City Stampede. They did take them to the overtime earlier in the season. So again, it's not always one-sided, but the Stampede have been winning a few so far. So they'll have that, and then the very first week, next weekend, they'll have their final weekend against the Botany Swarm up in Auckland and at the Botany Ice Rink on the 25th and 26th of July. And again, it sort of still seems like we're phasing up into that weekend. Could be a make or break for either team.
Week off for the Alpine Ice. The week after that will be the Inferno and the Wakatipu Wild. If you want to come watch some live hockey, that'll be next weekend, or 2 weekends from now. And then, like you said, we'll be back with the Stampede here. And, well, congratulations to the Red Devils for getting this one. Congratulations particularly to Mason Reese for his 100th game. And thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you, well, I'll see you in about 2 weeks, Inferno Wild, and then we'll be back in 3 weeks for Stampede Red Devils. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody.